Hello, everybody. It is now time for Taco Tuesday. I hope you're all settled in and you're all sitting there and you're relaxed in your underoos and ready to begin the show tonight. Saji's not here tonight. He was feeling very ill. So we're going to go ahead and the show must go on, as you all know. But I do have a very special guest tonight to cover. So just stay tuned and let's have some fun. Here is now your Taco Tuesday. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Taco Tuesday. I'm your host with the most that likes to eat his toast on butter and Tostitos. I don't know if that makes sense or not to you guys, but Saji couldn't be with us tonight. He is feeling very ill, and let's just say our prayers for him and hope that he gets better. It's not anything serious or anything like that. I say nothing serious, but it is pretty bad. I mean, let's just put it that way. Well, I didn't mean like it's bad, like oh my god, it's really bad. But it is what it is. Anyway, our special guest tonight is Giant Taco Man. Giant Taco Man, I'm going to welcome you to the show. Giant Taco Man is my special guest tonight. You guys might have a little bit of trouble hearing him. Sorry, sounds like I'm feeling kind of ill tonight too. But here he is, Giant Taco Man, and just let me know, you guys, if you have trouble hearing him, and I'll respond later. All right, Giant Taco Man, welcome to the show, Giant Taco Man.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to say special thanks to Hebrew for having me on here, and
Oh, no problem.
I'm gonna wave my arms in the air.
Wait, Giant Taco Man?
I'm gonna wave them like I just don't care.
Giant Taco Man, please don't do that.
I'm gonna wave hey, what if Quantum Leap had words to the music? How would it go? Like, how would it go? Like, it would go, I'm gonna leap into another body. I don't know who he is. I could be a he, I could be a she, or I could be a boy with Down syndrome. Whoever ever really knows. That would be their music. When I go to look in the mirror, I don't see my own reflection, it's someone else. After I leave this show, I'm gonna become a Star Trek captain. It's gonna be awesome as hell. But for now, I am in the show, and it's called Quantum Leap, and that's exactly what's happening. Look at what's happened to me.
Okay.
By the way, I have a partner. His name is Al. He's only a hologram. Yeah. Al helps me out every once in a while, but he's always acting like I am.
Okay.
He smokes a big fat cigar and he holds this thing. It kind of looks like a Rubik's Cube. But that's how how the show goes. It's a very good show. And you can catch some of the episodes on YouTube.
Oh, well, thank you, Giant
That's
Taco.
that's what the words would be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I'll throw it back to Hebrew now. Hebrew, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm gonna drink some of this here Coca-Cola,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna burp as
Oh, no.
big and as loud as I can.
No, please don't do that. Oh, God, he's going to do it. Taco Man, please, that's not necessary. Taco Man? Oh,
Okay, that wasn't very big.
no, it wasn't.
So, Hebrew, let me ask you this. What did you have for lunch today?
Well, I had a taco salad. It was very delicious. It had lots of ingredients.
Wow, taco salad, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I love me a taco salad. I tell you, it's appropriate that you should have a taco salad for Taco Tuesday. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let you give this room a shout out because I can't really see anybody because I'm just a recording.
Taco Man?
I'm just a recording.
Um,
Oh, wait. Sergi's not here.
Yeah.
All right, Hebrew. You go ahead and give this room a shout out. And I will see all you guys on Shifty Sunday.
All right, Taco Man. Thanks for.
It's a fun day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right. This interview is officially over.
Well, thank God.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Taco.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
Paco.
Why did you just call me Paco? Oh, man, that's a very weird guy. A very funny guy, but a very weird one indeed. I'm sorry I put you guys through that. Okay, let's go ahead and give this room a proper shout out as Giant Taco Man said. Okay, we have Michael Fontaine coming in very early. Michael Fontaine? Michael Fontaine? Stay out of this, Giant Taco Man. System Failure says hello. He loves everyone. The very ever so lovely Catherine Snows. I haven't seen her in a while. Lotar 900 with a wrench. I might invite you in here in a minute, Lotar. I'm still doing this bit. Eddie Von King, the real one, talking about COVID-19 and just all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I do think that Giant Taco Man was drunk. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's your shout out for this week's Taco Tuesday. And I got to tell you,
I gotta tell you something, Hebrew. That was one hell of a shout out, brother. Did you say Michael Fontaine?
Michael Fontaine. Michael Fontaine.
Oh, I just thought maybe I heard you say Michael Fontaine. Well, you know, wow. Looks like we got a bunch of people out there.
Yes.
I noticed you said,
yes.
Catherine Snows and System Failure and all these people, they're hanging out.
And don't forget Phil Fogarty.
It looks like it's going to be a good show, Hebrew.
I hope so.
Hold on, I got to burp again.
Oh, no, not again.
More soda.
Please. Giant Taco Man, that's not necessary.
I had a burp built deep inside my belly. And
Yeah.
that's when something happened. It exploded.
Yeah. That would be, yeah.
Why are you typing, Hebrew?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk to the chat.
I can hear you typing, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm supposed to.
Anyway, just wanted to say I appreciate everybody for being here. But, I can't really keep this up because I just, I know this is Hebrew, like, making up recordings. Like, every time he has to go back and he has to save the recording. First of all, he has to stop what he's saying and then go back and save the recording.
Yes, I do. It's very hard task. It's a very...
So wait. Before I go, though, let's see what chat's doing. Okay, we have, system failure.
I already...
Car 900.
I already did that. I did the shout out.
Catherine Snow. Oh, I'm sorry. The ever so lovely Catherine Snow. We haven't seen her in a while.
No, not a long time.
And they're all pretty much just saying hi to everybody. They're just chatting away. So anyway, how about this weather, huh? Winter's been strange where I'm at.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know about you, Hebrew.
Yeah, can I just interject there for a second?
Your answer while I drink this Coke.
Well, I gotta say, it's been in the high 80s here lately, but I have had the feeling to turn my air conditioner on here lately. It hasn't been so much hot as it's been humid, and it feels extra dry. Oh, that's nice.
There we go. See, now that wasn't too bad. Okay, let me read what Lotar 900 has to say. Remember, people, I will not be telling jokes because all jokes are now racist. If you were a white family, please give your home to a black family, then you won't be racist. That's pretty good, Lotar. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to Hebrew now, and maybe for the rest of the show, who knows? I wonder if I did like a really squeaky voice, and it would come off like Giant Man. Hold on, let me try it first before I go.
Come on, Giant Man.
Hebrew, please, Hebrew. Hebrew, quit. Hebrew, quit talking.
But
Hebrew, I need you to stop talking so that I can talk.
Fine.
I'll let you talk here in just a minute, but I need you to stop talking.
Okay.
So that I can talk.
Okay, I'm sorry.
After you've done, stop talking.
I apologize.
All right. What? Oh yeah. I was gonna do a different sort of voice. Hold on. Hi everybody. This here is Giant Man. And I come from the land of the giants, the marching giants. Don't worry, we're nice giants. We won't eat you guys. But we do like to belch a lot. Hold on, let me belch.
No, please don't belch again. Oh, man, Giant Man.
Get all that out of my system. Now I throw it back to my friend and compadre and good buddy Hebrew 77. Take it away, Hebrew.
Oh, well.
Now we'll hear from Hebrew.
Well, thank you, Giant Man. That was Giant Man. Giant Taco Man, I should say, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for his belching. That's kind of the way they say hello in his language. It's sort of a good thing, But as Lotar 900 has mentioned, it does get pretty lonely in here. So let me go ahead. I'm going to send an invite into the chat room, and this is for Lotar 900 only. All right, so please don't click this. Anyone else? Let me go ahead. You just watch. There'll be people clicking it now. All right, Lotar, I'm gonna I'm going to ask you to please save this Taco Tuesday. I'd really appreciate it, buddy. Come on in here. There we go. There's the invite. And the minute you pop in here, you know, the minute the show can really pick up a pace and can really get going, because that's really all I have. I do have some recordings from Saji that was recorded at an earlier time, and I will interview him later on in the program. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, here is my friend and yours, good old Lothar. Go to good old Lothar 900. Lothar, you there, brother? Oh, it says device not connected. What? Oh, okay. We'll just wait for a second. It'll get connected here shortly, I'm sure. But I would like to give a shout out to the good old Philip Fogarty, or as he calls himself, Fogarty Philip, who says awesome belch. All right, here's Lothar 900.
How's it going? Sorry about that. That's my what do you call it? My anti-software. It don't let me on. It has to give me. I have to give it permission to let me on. So that's the whole thing. And then
yeah,
I like your salami video.
Oh yeah, yeah. You notice the weight of the salami as I pounded it on the table.
Yeah. Well, that's what I usually eat.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the Hungarian one.
Yeah.
Well, there's different types, right? So
Mm-hmm.
The German one with the peppercorns in it, I like that one.
Oh, I've tried that before. That's pretty good.
But I like a lot of Italian sausages, like especially the sandwich meats, because in Germany we eat those for breakfast all the time, right? So I like what is it, corpatella or whatever it's called. It's more spicy, kind of more spicy. I don't know. I'm pretty good. I you know what bologna is, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we make something called Leberkäse. Leberkäse is Austrian for meatloaf, but there's no liver and there's no cheese in it. So,
Okay.
it's like a meatloaf. It's just ground pork, and what they do is they add water to it and seasoning, and they bake it like bread in the stove, and it comes out
Wow.
it comes out really good, and it's not bad, and then stuff like that. But
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, you ever heard of like it's called Salameats? It's an Italian sausage type deal. I think I spoke about it on the show maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't know. But it's pretty good, man. You got to take the casing off of it though after it's cooked. Once it's cooked, you boil it. It's best if you boil it. Some people like to put it on the grill, but I think it comes out too tough if you grill it. So, and yeah, you got to take the casing off. You can eat the casing. Don't get me wrong, because it's edible casings.
Yeah.
But I think it tastes too rubbery with the casings on, to be honest with you. So I always take mine off,
Well, like I usually make bratwurst, and when I do the bratwurst, sometimes the casing's a little, I guess, a little bit strong on it.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you take I have this sausage fork, and what happens is you just prick it, the whole sausage, and then the casing gets softer because the juices can run out of it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so what you can do is you can cook the brats in beer with onions afterwards, and it sort of makes the casing a little bit more thinner. I mean, it works pretty good too. I used to make bratwurst tacos. I ran out of hamburger meat. Yeah, well, see, I thought I had hamburger meat in the freezer, and I didn't. I ran out, and
Yeah.
I said, well, what do I do now? I got these brats, and I bought. I bought like 3 dozen at one time, and I got them from a butcher shop who used to make them for me. And I go, you know what? I'm just gonna take 8 sausages and just take all the meat and slide all the meat out of the tube and use that for the taco mixture. The taco mixture was amazing.
Well, I got to tell you something, man. That sounds good. If you run out of meat, and I know this is going to sound kind of gross to some people, especially purist, but but what I will do is I'll often substitute Hormel chili, the one without the beans in it,
Okay.
and I'll add that to my taco mix. I take the meat and the salsa and the cheese, mix them all together and have that for my taco salads quite
Oh,
often.
okay.
But with that being said, it's not the best substitute. But if you're in a dire situation, it works on the fly, I should say.
I think everyone here is in a dire situation. So,
How
I
so?
mean, well, just a lot of people are moving around. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are moving around. People are not happy where they are. Like a lot of people moved to a place for their job. So they moved away from their family. And now they're saying, you know what, like, let's move back. Like, I'd rather just move back where my family is. And people are really like, or people are just looking for a new adventure because everything's like shut down and everything else. And so people are just moving to a new city and maybe a new location where they can actually do things, or like, I don't know, it's really strange. Like, I know people um from expensive places are moving here, and I know other places. Like, I live in Winnipeg, so I live in the middle of North America. Like, you can't get any more
Well,
middle of anywhere, right? So
right. Well, let me ask you this now: Is Canada? Is it? I'm sure it's not all Canada, just like it's not all the United States. Like prices, like when I buy a comic book in the United States, for example, and it'll say, like for example, if I buy a comic book for $4.99 here, it'll often say like $7.99 or
yeah, Canadian.
6.99 Canadian, right? So, is it that prices are higher in Canada, or is it
Yeah.
just that the exchange rate's different?
No, exchange rate is different, but prices are higher here anyway. Like, that border where we used to have what is it called, free trade. That free trade wrecked Canada, where we have to pay more for certain items. Um, Not everything, and I'm not
Right.
saying everything is expensive, but there is stuff what is expensive. So um, I always tell people, you know what? Type in Safeway grocery store.ca, and that will take you to a Canadian grocery store, and you can look at prices there if that interests you or not, and price compare on certain items. And they're almost the same. Sometimes they're a few dollars more for, like, let's see. I went to the grocery store today, so I picked up frozen spinach.
Hmm.
That was $1. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's cheap. So, but in the States, that would probably be 50 cents because it's a no-name brand, right? Um, I picked up eggs. A dozen eggs was $3.45, I think.
Whoa.
And those were
Really?
the cheap kinds. So,
Wow.
like, the eggs here, you can get eggs, like a dozen eggs here for like $12.99.
Whoa.
So they
Um,
have different prices. So I can't say, depends on your budget too, right?
mhm.
Um, like, if I take no name chips, I can get them for a buck a bag.
Oh
But
yeah.
if I take the regular, like, bags of chips and get, like, say, something with a brand name on it, I'm paying maybe three
$3.
ninety nine
Mhm.
to $4, $5, depends what I'm getting, right? Like,
Right.
it
That's the
works on
way it
your
is here
budget.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. But our minimum wage is $11.45. So that anything
Hmm.
under that, they can't pay you.
So your minimum wage is a bit higher then, I guess.
Well, that's only in our province of Manitoba. If I
Okay.
went to Ontario, it'd be $15 an hour. So it'd be a
Hmm.
little bit more. because they have more taxes. They have 3 taxes there. So like we have 2 taxes here. We have the GST and
Mhm.
PST. So you have a provincial tax, what is the province tax, like the state tax, and then you have the country tax. On the country tax, every 3 months you get money back. So you get like per person, I think it's like 80, 80 to $60 back per every 3 months. So it's like a loaner kind of thing. Like the government loans money, tax money off of you from the GST, and they give it back to you and certain things. So
You know what's funny is you were saying and I don't mean to get off the Canadian money subject, but you were saying your joke about like everything's racist, and everything is
oh yeah,
uh,
yeah.
this and that, and it's funny. I could sit here and tell Italian jokes all day long because I am Italian, and I could still say like fat jokes all day long too because I'm that as well. Um, but anybody else, like you go outside of your own sort of joke box type of deal. You go outside your own race or outside your own like for example, if I was super skinny and telling fat jokes, I would come off like an asshole, right? So
Yeah, but
yeah,
you know what? I if it's a joke, what's true, then it's a joke. What's true.
right.
If anyone laughs at it, it don't matter. Like a lot of these comedians are, they can't really even go on stage right now, and they're getting in trouble because they're saying nasty jokes online, right? Well,
Yeah.
just to keep things going. I mean, we have Italian jokes. I mean, you know what I mean? We have people like Germans always have jokes about the people from the Netherlands because, you know, how do you find a person from the Netherlands while they're carrying their back, always carrying their home behind their car, like because they always carry a trailer. It's the joke has to fit the country where you're in, okay? And I can't tell you a joke about another Canadian province
Hmm.
because you won't get the joke. Like,
No.
so there's a lot of jokes that are like only set up for like Canadian people to understand. And like we always go off on people on from the Newfoundland, from the island on the East Coast. And like they're nice people, but we still go off on them. Like we'll have our jokes, because they're not the brightest people in the world. You know what I mean? They're not that.
Hmm.
We always say they're not the brightest people in Canada. Um,
I'll go with that. I don't know anything about it, but I'll go with it since you know what you're talking about. I mean,
yeah, but
yeah.
it's like saying someone in like people from Maine, okay, are slow.
Oh yeah.
So that's in the same direction. Well, cross the border into New Brunswick, and it's even slower. It's like one of these. You ever seen that thing on the lawnmower where it has a rabbit
Yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
has a
Yeah.
turtle? It's like
Mhm.
that lever to make the lawnmower go faster. Well,
Oh
as soon
yeah.
as you cross the Canadian border, that turtle comes it comes in, and it's
Yeah.
like, and I love the East Coast, but the people sometimes they don't have. They're nice. They're really friendly, but I wish they had a better sense of humor on life. Like
Oh yeah.
Newfoundland people can always joke. Like they're jokeable people. They'll always make you laugh. But it's I don't know. People from Vancouver, like British Columbia, like on the West Coast near Seattle, I call them the loser people of Canada. They think they're king shits, and I don't like that.
Hmm.
But I think it has to do with the climate because it always rains there. They never see any sun, so we just call them vampires and rainpires or whatever we call them.
Oh wow.
So everyone's different. Like every town is different. Like, okay, so hypothetically, I move out of my hometown of Winnipeg and I move somewhere else in Canada. I have to really, really, really pick where I go. I don't like my next province over Ontario. I despise it. I will never live there again. I hate the people from Toronto.
Mm.
Um, People from Toronto are just pretty much, sorry to say this, assholes and SOBs, and
Hmm.
they don't care about nobody. They have no respect against anybody.
Kind of like
Um,
New York,
Almost, but you know what? New York is actually nicer
or
than Toronto.
a better example of that would be Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, And like people from Ontario are just really strange. And if you do nice things there, people have this jealous rage that you helped other people, and they don't like that. And that's what I don't like. Like, why
Oh,
would you care if you're helping
yeah,
other people?
that is
Right?
strange.
Yeah, and it's like you helped a person. Like I remember this person. He raised I think $150,000 for opening up a food bank in Hamilton, Ontario.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and he didn't even get a thank you from
Oh,
anybody.
wow.
And he's like,
Oh,
he's like, this is like a laughing joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the people said, why he must have extra money. Like, like he was going to do a nice thing, and and not to show off, but it was like he didn't really care if he even got a thank you. He just
right.
didn't want to. He just didn't want to be
Because it shouldn't be
bullied.
like that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't do it for the thank yous. Yeah,
yeah.
I got you.
So he was kind of like bullied. Like, what are you bullying him for? And you're using the food bank.
What?
Like, yeah,
Really? Bullied?
yeah.
How so?
Um, one person put on a tweet feed, and the newspaper of Hamilton, Ontario, picked it up that he's probably just donating because he's a big child molester.
Oof.
And that's like a kick in the ass, right? So it's like,
It's more like a kick in the balls.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know
Jeez.
what? Who like, and I would say to myself, like, okay, well, you see, I don't want to move to that state, or what I call province,
Mhm.
what's next door to me. I wouldn't want to live there. So I'd say, you know what? The only place I'd probably move is Edmonton, Alberta.
Hmm. Isn't that where I'm sorry to interrupt, but isn't that where Brit the Hitman Hart's from?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah. Wayne
Great wrestler, by
Gretzky,
the way.
Wayne,
I've always
yeah, Wayne
admired.
Gretzky was there first, and like, you know what I mean? But
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Wayne Gretzky was
with
from
the
there.
Edmonton Oilers, yeah.
Yeah. But Brit the Hitman Hart, and all those other guys, supposedly they all trained in his dad's what they call the name of it was the dungeon, right?
Yep.
So I always heard those stories and stuff like that, and I always imagined like they had this damp basement somewhere.
No,
Uh,
they had like a farmhouse just outside of
Mhm.
Edmonton, like outside in the country. Um, I know like certain things I don't know, but like certain things where they had this, like they had like sort of like not a like a farm, but like a ranch kind of thing.
Mhm.
So they had a really big family. They're really close
Oh yeah,
people, But I like
I know there's a ton of them, like a
yeah,
ton.
yeah, and I like Edmonton. If I would have like if I had more money and I'd move to Edmonton, the reason why is I could buy a nicer house that than here and cheaper. Um, I would have to get a medical insurance because they don't have Medicaid there. Um, it's the only province in Canada where you need private insurance. So
Hmm.
you get doctors there, which is actually
Yeah.
pretty good. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
was
kind of
going to
good.
ask about Canadian health insurance. Like, you guys have probably one of the best health insurance plan out there, no?
Yes and no.
Mm.
Yes and no. Like I have to have a medical card, so I have to go to the government office. It's free. It has my address on it. If I don't use it at least once a year, it falters. So that means I have to see a doctor at least once a year. Okay. Hypothetically, I break my leg, I fall down, and I need to take an ambulance to the hospital. I have to pay for that ambulance. They'll send me a bill. So the bill would be $160 for that ambulance. That's not covered. When I
Hmm.
get to the hospital, my x-rays are free.
Mhm.
My doctor would be free. Um, them wrapping me up in a cast would be free. Any physical therapy is free.
Okay.
Um, if I needed pain medication, I would have to pay for that out of my own pocket, unless I have government assistance. Then I would get the money; they would pay for that.
Hmm.
If I need new glasses, I have to pay for that on my own. So if I need a
Ah.
vision care, contact lenses, that is not covered.
Okay.
If I need dental work, that is not covered. You'd have to be on assistance or welfare or the doll, whatever you want to call it,
Hmm.
um, to get that. Um, and this is how it works. So hypothetically, if you can't pay for your medication, so that means if you're paying 25% or more off of your living wage or wages for your medication to survive, you can go under Medicaid, Medicare for your province, and all that is you pay 125 bucks a month. The government pays for everything, so it will pay for your insulin if you're a diabetic. It will pay for your everything else. But here's the thing: so I broke my leg. So if I broke my leg in the hospital, now if
Mhm.
I need the crutches, I would have to pay
Uh-huh.
15 or actually $25 for the crutches
Okay.
because that's considered not covered.
It kind of puts me in mind of the U.S., like the U.S. Sort of like Medicare. The Medicare system here is kind of
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah,
all that stuff you mentioned is all paid for except for the eye care and dental care
yeah,
and stuff like. So it sounds a lot like that, really.
yeah. So like for
If
instance,
you're old enough to get Medicare or if
yeah.
you're disabled.
And what the strange thing is, hypothetically, what if you need plastic surgery? You have to go to a private doctor for
Mhm.
that. So they only cover plastic surgery on a certain condition. So if you were in a car accident, they
Mhm.
would do the plastic surgery. If it was an accident, um, hypothetically, you fell from scaffolding and you're paralyzed from completely. You're taken care of. You would get an apartment. You would get a full time nursing staff. You wouldn't pay a dime. Okay, so but here's the thing. Here's the situation. What I don't like: if you have cancer, or you think you have cancer, to get the diagnosis, it takes not days. It takes sometimes a month or 3 or 4 months before you even get consult like a doctor in the like a doctor for that. Or if you need to see a dermatologist, like a skin doctor, you have to wait. I remember I made an appointment. It's 8 months. I had to wait 8 months to see a dermatologist.
8 months.
8 months. So it's different for everyone. So I always tell people, um, I have a lot of American friends. They always want to come to Canada and say, well, you know what? I have free this, and free that. If you want to come to Canada and you have medical problems, they will not let you in.
Hmm.
So if hypothetically, if you have huge medical problems like with on medication and stuff like that, they won't even let you across the border.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. See, I didn't know that. See, I went to like to see Niagara Falls one time when I was like in my 20s, and I went on the Canadian side, and
Okay.
I guess at that time that was right before. It might have been right before or right after 9/11 happened. So they were, I think it might have been before 9/11 because they were a little bit more relaxed on the questions that they asked you and the things that they marked off as you told them. Like they never really checked anything. They just, do you have any strange fruits or vegetables, and blah blah blah, and just, oh, okay, come on in, buddy.
Well, number one rule is when they're going to ask you for something when you cross the border, this is the main question they're going to ask you. Where are you from and where are you going? So you got
Mhm.
to know where you're going. You can't just say, I'm going to Canada. You have to say,
Right.
well, where are you going in Canada? Do you have an address? Do you have friends here? Um, they'll ask, okay, well, what city are you going to? If they say, okay, well, you're traveling through, I'm going to this city, I'll be staying at this hotel. I'm getting a Best Western, and I'm gonna go. they're going to ask you, okay, what are you doing in that city? Are you doing business? Are you working? Are you, what? So you have to specify, I'm only coming to this city. Reserve your hotel before you come up, and you say, I'm going to be a tour. I'm just touring around. I want to go see Toronto, or I want to go see Montreal or Winnipeg or whatever city you want to go to.
Well,
have that plan already, a plan with all the sites you want to see. So do some research at what you want to see. Do not say you're going to come up here to go smoke some weed. They'll stop you in an instant. They'll give you a drug test and they'll give you a breathalyzer test. They'll send you back and they'll check everything on your background. So if you've ever been arrested in your life, you cannot travel across the Canadian border, not even to go to Alaska.
oh, wow.
Okay, so if you've been arrested, you need to get a pardon first, and everyone should know this right away. In the court of law, after it's 5 years here, if you ever been arrested and charged with anything except severe crimes, you can get a pardon. So that means the crime gets erased. That means you can travel across the borders. So hypothetically, you got charged for theft. Well, you can get a pardon in the States after 10 years. And the only two states you cannot do that is in Florida and Virginia are the two states you cannot get a pardon without, what is it? A senator signing something off. Here, the judge does it. So if you've been clean, your record's been clean for 5 years, costs you about $3,500, and you can get a clean record. As long as there's no trafficking, murder,
Right.
endangerment of a child or something like that.
That's pretty much goes without saying, though.
You know what? You'd be amazed how many people who do it.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of people who've been arrested and come up to Canada thinking, oh, you know what? We'll go up to Canada, blah, blah, blah. As soon as they put that, their social insurance number in their system, but now you need a passport, and they'll ask that person, "Where's your passport?" Oh, I can't get it because I've been arrested. Well, you can't travel through Canada with
Without
things.
Yeah. Well, I know that was for the longest time, people in the United States who were trying to escape the draft. That's where they would flee to Canada, and I know a lot of people when President Trump got elected president. A lot of people, oh, I'm moving to Canada. I can't take this, And I don't think the Canadian population went up any after that happened. I don't.
You want to hear something funny on that?
Sure.
It will make you laugh.
Okay.
On the first subject, when applying for Canadian citizenship, they ask you a reason. Why are you leaving your country? When they said President Trump, because of President Trump, those orders got denied.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, because it's like this. If you want to apply for Canadian citizenship, or what they call landed immigrant, you cannot become a Canadian citizen without being a landed immigrant first. They took people who had offers for jobs here. Not who didn't liked or didn't like their president. That doesn't make any sense. So what happens is it's called a retard whistle, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
I talked to a person from immigration.
A retard
and it's called,
whistle, huh?
Yeah, and
that's his official name.
Yeah, and it's you'd be amazed. The guy goes, 450,000 Americans applied to come to Canada for permanent residence. 3 people only made it.
Oh. See, I think that Giant Taco Man actually applied for that, and as you could tell, he's not the brightest crayon in the box, so he probably got turned down.
I talked to two people from Texas, right?
Okay.
And they were going to come up here. They were going to come up here and live up here. And I go, listen, it gets cold up here. Oh, we don't care. What's fine. We don't care about the cold. We just want to, we want to come up there. We're starting to not like it here, and we've heard it's pretty nice up there, and and I'm going, okay, so tell me something about you guys, and he goes, he works construction, blah blah blah, and he's been doing it for years, and then it came up in the subject that his wife was arrested 20 years ago, and I go, you're not going to get in. He goes, why? I go, you have to get her a pardon first. They won't. It won't even. They'll say no right off the bat. They tried and they said no, and they asked the Canadian consulate, why didn't we get accepted? And they said, your wife has a record. She's been to prison.
Oh,
You're not coming in here like that.
really?
No.
Hmm.
And trust me, they know who your mom and dad are. They know, they'll deny you if your mom. Okay, this is really strange. If your mom or father, if your mother or father's in penitentiary in like a federal prison in the United States, you cannot enter Canada.
Oh, wow.
No,
Huh.
they'll find out. They can deny you on that stage.
Wow. Talk about paying for the sins of the father.
Yeah.
Woo.
Number one rule is to, if you're traveling with a firearm, like a hunting rifle or a pistol, you have to declare it at the border. So if you're driving up going to Alaska, you have to tell that custom agent, I have firearms. I'm taking them to Alaska. Number one rule: that firearm cannot be loaded, and it has to be in a locked case. The trigger has to be
Mhm.
locked. The ammo has to be put in a different lockbox to travel through. Like, you could travel with your firearms, but what happens is you have to show your credentials, and they actually do a record check. They take your
Ah,
license plate number and they say,
well,
okay, now you have to report this. If anything gets stolen, you have to report this right away where you are. You cannot move from that spot. So hypothetically, your car gets broken into in the hotel. You have to report that to the Royal Canadian Mountain Police. So there's certain rules and regulations.
yeah.
You could travel, like, you have to remember too, is you want to get to Alaska, you have to go through Alberta and the Yukon to get there.
Hmm. It's interesting you should bring that up because I know that at one time Alaska was property of Canada.
No, Alaska was always, it was,
What?
no,
No.
no,
Wait. Oh,
Canada,
no,
no,
no, no. Wait. I'm sorry.
was
Uh,
Russia.
Russia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking of Canada. I know it was Russia. You're right. I get my facts confused sometimes,
Okay,
man.
when that happened in the
Mhm.
late 1800s, when Alaska, what was it? I think well, early 1800s, when Russia sold it to America, they sold it with all contents. So that means the people who were living there. So the Russian people who were living there at the time who were Russian, got to stay there and became automatic American citizens because they're the only people bought after slavery. That sound weird to you?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, after slavery.
Okay. Of course, slavery ended. Then the United States bought Alaska. When they bought Alaska, they bought Alaska with all its contents. So even the people there. So the Russians who were living in Alaska at the time automatically became American citizens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, though, man. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you know, when a state or not a state, a piece of land or something like that becomes state, that seems to make sense. They would automatically just become citizens right off
Well,
the bat.
here's the strange thing. Okay, so now you have Alaskans. So that these are now in this generation, you have people who live in Alaska with Russian last names. Well, those Russian last names exist 1,000 miles away on the other side of Russia, in like on the coastline where Alaska and Russia meet. So that they're still the same. The families were split. Okay, so they have relatives on the other side of the Pacific, kind of thing. Because Alaska is really big. Like you, like it sounds weird, but the Alaskan chain islands, like they are like linked. You can get to Japan really quickly. You can get to, like in the Second World War, one of the islands was occupied by the Japanese in 1859. That's correct. See, I didn't have my proper status. We have the same thing in Canada, where what happened was in Newfoundland and Labrador, um, that was a part of Canada. Was joined federation, what they call it, because it was independent.
The
Newfoundland,
Federation. Huh,
yes,
cool.
well, Commonwealth Federation. Newfoundland joined in
Oh
1946.
no, hey,
So
I like the use of the term Federation because you know why, don't you? Because I'm like a huge Trekkie, so I love
yeah,
that term. Yeah.
you know what the Federation means?
No, sir.
Okay, it's actually a Marxist term. It's actually communism.
Hmm.
Star
Well,
Trek is based.
like the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, but people use it in the wrong term. I mean, they don't use it in
Right.
the right term. Like people just don't make stuff up. They use the wrong term for the system. A
Hmm.
federation system is not a very good one. It's sort of
Oh.
it's sort of a made up one. Do you get it now? Fake like wrestling.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. But hey, listen, there's something I learned just the other day. I'll get into it in a minute. But you got to talking about Russians. You got me to thinking about the Cold War and all that stuff. And when Star Trek first came out, like the Cold War was pretty much over, if I'm not mistaken. But we still had tensions with Russia. And did you know that the Klingons were actually based off of the Russians, like their language and everything?
I think sort of, but the problem with the tension is that's not what the writer was explaining. Um, and I Here's the thing: Gene Roddenberry made the Klingons based off of the Native Americans,
Hmm.
like a warrior class,
Hmm.
like you know,
That makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, okay. And Gene Roddenberry was a strong believer, and he was a Marxist. He was a communist, and like you know what I mean. Like he was sort of anti-American. I know it sounds stupid, and a lot of people hate me for saying that, but
Oh yeah, I would hate you
um,
too.
yeah. But he did write a good show. I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. Okay,
Oh yeah, next gen. Yeah.
yeah, and the reason why is that there's a lot of stuff. You ever heard of QAnon?
Hmm.
Okay, what is Q in Next Generation?
Well, Q is an infinite being that with unlimited powers that can he's pretty much godlike, you know.
Yeah, but guess what Q is in real life? Because if you read the book and QAnon, or what they call Q in the TV show, was a computer made by somebody.
Mm.
Q is a computer made by gods. It was made by a system of gods. This is what he's trying to explain. This is what people never got
Oh,
about that show.
okay.
Because that's what Q was. And Q, this is why Q could travel, because he only traveled to systems where there were computers. And you
Oh.
remember there's one episode of Q, he takes him to that realm where it's a desert road. And there's
Mm.
other people with are Qs also.
Oh. Uh, that wasn't in the
Yeah,
show,
it was
was
in
it?
yeah. So if you
What?
look up episodes of Q, just before the ending, like before that show ended,
Right. All good things.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
what happens is Q takes the captain and a couple other people to a road, like a highway, Route 66, where there's only this like gas station in the middle of nowhere. And he goes, "This is like life. This is real life." And it's actually true because you have to understand is that shows right there that he's a computer. Now, this is why you have QAnon today. Q,
Hmm.
why they're mentioning Q everywhere. It's been because Q is actually a computer.
I got you.
Okay, Q is actually a QAnon computer. It's like I think close to like 15 to I think 15 to $20 billion. This computer is. It's a huge ass computer. Okay, and they call this computer Q. Why do they call this computer Q? Because it listens to everything. It's the anti AI. So you know you have AI. If we say something offensive on YouTube,
Oh yeah.
it disappears. That's not a person who's doing it. That is a computer who's doing it.
Oh sure. Yeah. That's what do you call it? The algorithm.
Yep, the algorithm, and it's the AI what's doing it, right? So it's a computer they taught from YouTube, and it's Google has the same computer. Everyone has these same computers. Here's the thing: is that Q is a different computer what's listening in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to understand is all the secrets, whatever you type into your computer, if it's government, business, or yourself, both computers, so the AI always knows what you're writing, and Q always knows what you're writing. That's how big the collections are on it. Okay, people don't understand
Oh,
about
like the
yeah,
continuum,
yeah,
the collective. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so you got to remember, think of it as this: the computer YouTube is using is a bad computer. Q is the good computer. Because Q
Ah.
will remain silent, but also once in a while he'll throw out stuff and information, but information that you can't really read. But
Oh.
this AI we're on right now won't let Q do its stuff only on certain pages. So you have to find the real Q. It's like that's where the QAnon is. People, and this is the whole thing. And then a lot of people hate me for this. Q, people will come out to you and say Q is a human being. Like it's a human
No.
being.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Okay.
Q's absolutely not a human being,
Yeah.
except for there was that one episode where he was kicked out of the continuum
Yeah.
and he chose to be a human being. But he could have chose to be whatever race he wanted, but he
Okay.
chose
But see, that's what
human.
the like. So now if we
Sorry
bring
to go
that show,
off a little bit. Go ahead.
right? So now if you bring that show into real life and use the real computer with his Q, now who made this computer? Where is this computer then? Okay, because governments don't want this computer around. I think this computer has been hidden, like in real fact, it's been hidden. I don't believe it's here, but and a lot of people will argue with me all the time about this.
Um, I will throw in one more Star Trekky thing, and I want to say hi to Sandy, and also
Hi, Sandy.
um,
Hi.
I wanted to say happy birthday to Sandy. I didn't get to tell you that in real life.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Ogar.
If you go back and watch Shifty, I almost said something else. If you go back and watch Shifty Sunday, we did sort of like a special tribute to you.
I saw. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
I
Yeah,
still have to
Sadge
watch
was
the
the
whole
only
show.
one, huh?
I said I still have to watch the whole show, but I jumped in
Uh,
real quick and saw it, and I was like, "Yay, thank you."
yeah, cool. Well, no, I do want to say one more thing about Star Trek, and then we'll move on. But you know what else I learned? I think it was the other day. I was watching an interview with Leonard Nimoy, and he actually said that the symbol, the "Live Long and Prosper" thing, what they
Yeah,
call
that's the Jews
that,
do
that
that.
that's a Jewish, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that's the Jews do it to hold something up. They're holding their part of their robe up when they pray, and that's how they do it. Like it's a certain symbol they do. Like he brought that into the show. It's like a prayer symbol to God or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a blessing.
There's a few other symbols they use too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Star Trek symbol itself. Some people say it's really demonic. It's not really demonic. What they're doing is they copied NASA.
Right.
That's all they did. And they got into trouble for it. But let me just say that show predicted a lot of things with people like cell phones, certain items, scanners, and stuff like that. Was like someone who was there had really good ideas.
LED screens.
Yep.
Stuff. Yeah.
I think there's a list on a website. I think it's called "What is Star Trek Predicted." I think I forget what it was, but I think
touch screens. That was another
yeah.
one. Screens.
There was another one. Yeah.
Video, like what do you call it? Like video chat.
Like us right now. Like on we're not on Zoom, like Zoom or on StreamYard, stuff like that.
Right.
That's a really strange one. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Virus. There's certain viruses that they actually predicted that have come true.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Another thing what's really neat about that show? When I used to watch it on a floor model TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I used to have a floor model TV, and I said that to someone who was like 19 years old, and they go, "What's a floor model TV?"
Right.
I actually had to go on my phone and show them what a floor model TV was. Like, now you made me feel so old.
A floor model TV, you could sit everything on top of that thing, man. My grandma used to sit Christmas decorations atop the cross of it,
Yes.
Yeah.
We used to too. I used to love ours.
Yeah.
Our pictures were up there and all sorts of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you remember like when the VCRs first came out and they were about the size of about the size of a cabinet unit, they you could sit things on top of the original VCRs. I think they were like $500 to $1,000, the original ones.
Yeah.
But I will say one thing about those old VCRs is they lasted for a long time. Like I remember my grandparents when we got our first VCR, that thing lasted. I would say we probably got it back in '86 or '87, and that probably lasted all through the '90s until even early 2000s till that thing broke down.
I thank God those VHS tapes and the beta tapes are all gone. I used to my worst thing and my biggest pet peeve was going to the movie store or like a Blockbuster, picking out a movie with the girlfriend, and watching that film. It took we had to go to the video store, come back, watch the movie. The movie was garbage. Return the video.
I kind of like the old the video stores. You go in there and you could rent a game, and if you didn't like the game, you could take it back, and you didn't have to buy it to try it.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Sandy, how you doing down there?
I'm doing good. I'm just listening.
I'm glad you came on. I invited her on before I knew you were going to come on, Lothar. I mean Lothar. But Sandy, what do you got for us, man? You got anything? You just come on to chit chat with us and hang out?
It's up to you. I always have stuff, but I can just chit chat too. It's fine.
Yeah, I would love to see anything.
Read my comment when I first got into the page that I'm running a GoFundMe page for the Flat Earthers.
Why?
Okay. Well, on Suso's show one time, I was invited like this, and I guess one of the guests tried to really force the flat Earth theory on me, and I'm not that gullible because they're showing this information to me, and I'm going, I could prove that information, and it's like, okay, show me that book. What's the book name where this is written in? And he goes, I don't have that name. I go, well, just because one book says something, it can't be true. There's got to be different things, right? And
Mhm.
she's like, she was getting so angry, like she was like almost like freaking out, and I'm going, I gotta go now. This is getting too strange.
Ah,
That reminds me of like when you try to talk to someone who's not Mandela affected about the Mandela effect. They get
Yeah,
so angry. So I get it.
no,
I get
yeah, and like there's a lot of theories on the Mandela effect. I understand where yes, that is a possibility, but on certain things, and there's certain things I don't see them. You know what I mean? Like everyone's different. Everyone has
yes.
where, but like for me, it's always been the actors. You know what I mean? Like all these actors are still alive, and I remember Joe Pesci being dead. Why is he still alive? You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
certain people, I know they died. Like I'm not stupid. I know these people passed away, and they're still alive. And then the people who I remember not really. There's another person who says no. In my reality, that person didn't die. That person was still alive. Like how did that person die?
oh, do you know what? Like when remember when Burt Reynolds, like there were all these articles coming out about Burt Reynolds. This is before he died, and when I saw like in the supermarket, you go down the checkout aisle, you see all the tabloid magazines and stuff, and
Yeah,
I would see where it would say Burt Reynolds, and I go, "What about Burt Reynolds?" Because I had thought he had already died, and they were like, "Burt Reynolds is not looking good. He's dying." And they showed like the most unflattering picture of the celebrity, and it's like, oh man, I didn't even realize he was still alive, So that was one for me, was Burt Reynolds.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of um, I know there's a lot of actors who like right now we don't see them because everything is like locked down. But here's the strange thing: when you see a funeral on TV,
Mm-hmm.
this had to been like 2012 of Louis Sanders in a coffin. You see him in a coffin, dead. And you come in this reality now, the guy's still alive. The guy's like, I saw that on TV.
Hmm. You
You know
mean
what I mean?
Louis
Louis
Anderson?
Anderson?
Yeah, Louis Anderson. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was kind of
Ah,
strange. And then you have someone like mysteriously dying, like Joan Rivers. Okay, she mentions one thing about Barack Obama's wife, and not even 6 or 7 days later, she's dead.
Yeah.
Really strange. That's like, I always, and the Bible changes. There's another one. Because I'll tell people what
oh
is it?
yeah.
The lamb and lion and the lamb, and they'll say, yeah, they'll say the whole thing better than me, and I go read it now. Oh, they go what? That's like no. She go. I had people actually cry in front of me when they read that. Like I lose a lot of friends because of stuff like that, so that's why
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah,
strange.
I hear
But I
you.
talked to a Muslim guy, and he says, listen, they got like 10 of them would have changed, and he's a Muslim, like a devout Muslim, and he goes, dude, they're reading the Quran, and there's something. The guy says, no, this is not written like that. He goes, and everyone understood it because there's a quote in Islam what they do, and that quote has changed. So it's not just our Bible that is infected that way. It's also other things that are written spiritually. And a lot of people say, why is it this? Why is it that? Like, I watch another YouTuber, Cannabis and Combat, and he goes into theory about. He has guests on what are really strange, where they think it has to do with electrical interferences stuff like that.
Mhm.
And people get freaked out about that. Like that big machine in Switzerland. What is it called? The Collidon combustor, whatever it's called, or collider, whatever in Switzerland. Now, can that change reality, or can that make other realities? And what I mean by that is, if they're taking two particles and hitting each other, you're making life. So there is a theory going around that we were made in a collider. All of us here in this reality have passed away from the other reality. And the people who are not getting us with our reality are the people who were made in this reality, and we joined this reality. Kind of strange and complicated at the same time. But it's mathematical possibility. Hey, you changed my
I was wondering if you were going to notice that. Yeah, 24:32, man. It's like Star Trek time, you know?
Well, here's the theory on that, and this is why
Uh-oh.
the Star Trek thing works. Kind of, you know how like beam me down, Scotty. I
Mhm.
always remember that, and everyone else does. Now no one says beam me up, Scotty. No one remembers that. I remember that exactly. Beam me up, Scotty. And then they're saying, "Oh, he never said that." Bullshit. Bullshit. Because I remember watching that on TV, glued to the set, and I could tell you every single word on the old Star Treks what they said. And there's people just like me, and what you're saying, you never said that. Beam me up, Scotty. Then why is everyone saying it then?
Exactly.
Then
And
there's
then they'll turn
something.
around and say that you're saying that because everybody else says it. Well, then who's the first person who said it? Someone had to have said it first.
But
It makes
here's
no
the thing.
sense.
You remember Star Wars, where he goes, "Luke, I am your father."
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
you
laughing
changed
at
your name.
the
Well, here's the thing.
Sandy, do you never mind. Do
Birthday
you
girl.
see it?
Do I see what?
Your name?
Oh, you changed my name on me.
Yeah. This
Why did you
StreamYard
do
something else.
that?
Yeah, I can I'll tell you what, that's what's cool about this stream. I don't see why Dan doesn't do it more often, like mess around with you guys and like change your names and stuff. I think that
Hey, you
would
know
be
what?
funny.
He probably doesn't realize he can do that. So shh.
Oh, yeah, shh. Okay. I won't tell him.
Well, you see, I'm old enough. Like, I was born in '75. You remember the Star Wars movie when it first came out? It had to have been like 1981.
So you're like 2 years older than me then.
Yeah, but I went to go see Star Wars when it first came out on the first
No.
day.
3 years. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Okay, so when he says, "Luke, I am your father," I actually remember hearing that in the
Yeah.
movie, because you know what? We all said it as kids.
Right.
Yep.
Now it's this. Michael Jackson never wore a glove.
What?
Wait. What?
No, that's the newest one, and I call
you kidding
bullshit.
me?
Nope,
This is new to me, dude.
nope, because Michael Jackson had two gloves on now. So now there's a conspiracy theory he was
No.
wearing two gloves, not one.
No.
Michael
He
Jackson wore one ruby glove.
one silver. It was
Ruby.
like a
Wait,
silver.
stop. Ruby.
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 You have to understand, it was a gray background with, it was built like ruby, like red rubies on the glove.
I remember.
It was
silver.
never it was never silver. I'll tell you why.
Oh my gosh.
They never sold silver gloves, because my nephew
One.
yeah, my nephew has the Michael Jackson glove when he first bought it, because we made fun of him, and he put it with his things. He collects his things for like years, and he puts them in the box. I was at his place a couple of weeks ago, and I go, So what's with that box? He goes, oh, that's all my, he goes, because his daughter committed suicide. He's cleaning up the house a bit. Like this is like 2 years ago already, but he's gone through his stuff and gone through all his old stuff and everything else with pictures and stuff like that. I go, what is that thing? That glove? Because that's my old Michael Jackson glove when he was like doing the moonwalk. Like, it was funny. But the glove he had was ruby, like glass, like red glass with a gray background. It wasn't completely gray.
Oh wait, all right, wait, I'm confused. So you're saying in your past it was ruby?
Yeah, it was rubies, and it's
Okay,
still rubies.
I thought you were
His
saying
glove, his glove had rubies on it, red rubies.
no.
It was
Currently, I'm looking at the glove right now that went up for auction in New York, and it's currently just clear rhinestones.
It's not the glove. That's not what I remember. And he actually has a different glove. And I
That's
said
what
to
I'm
myself,
saying.
yeah,
It changed. In your past, it was ruby. Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense now. Okay.
Oh, okay. I
Cool.
thought that's what it was now.
no, his right now it's ruby with gray. I go, wasn't that glove red?
I remember his jacket
And
being red and
yeah,
just the one.
but he
Just one glove.
but he never wore that. But now people are saying he had two pairs of gloves on.
No way.
And then there's some people who say he never had a ruby glove.
I
That's what
used
they're
to
saying
walk
now.
around as a kid, like wearing just the one glove, and people would say, "Oh, what are you, Michael Jackson or something?" I go, "Yeah, if I could sing like him, I'd be a millionaire." So no, I'm definitely not him. But that was the thing. We'd all go around, with the one glove and the red jacket. I do remember that red jacket, and his what video was that?
Well, there's a whole bunch. I mean, there's
Well,
Thriller and whatever.
the
Yeah, Thriller was the red jacket.
Thriller. Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Yeah.
But he always had just one glove.
Well, here's the thing too. This is where you might find this a little strange. Where
'Cause
did he get? Where did he
that's
get?
what people used to say. What are you trying to be, Michael Jackson or
No,
something?
but here's the thing: is what the story is. What creeps everyone out? Where did he get the other? Where did he get that glove from? Like, where did it come from?
I don't know.
Okay, here's a strange thing, and I'll have to look up the photos one day and send them to you. Liberace used to wear gloves like red gloves with rubies on them and those kind of gloves when he was driving. Okay? Supposedly the story is Liberace used to hang around with Michael Jackson whenever he was in Las Vegas or in California. Liberace had 9 homes. Michael Jackson was always around him, the limo driver, and Prince and George Michael. Michael Jackson, I guess, saw this bling, like this thing where I guess it would have, like he had everything with rhinestones. Go look at Liberace. If you don't know who Liberace is, he's a big piano player.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, but there's also, you'll hear stuff that's going to come out this year and next year about him, that he was really into the children kind of thing, like another big pedophile.
Now you brought that up. I think it was like 2 weeks ago on the show.
Yeah.
You brought that up.
Yeah.
You, but no, I never heard that until the day you brought up that day. But I'm sure there's a lot of questions Sandy might have. Sandy.
Well, here's the thing is,
Wait,
and
I need to wait.
Oh.
Before you go any further, before we leave Michael Jackson, I need to send you a picture in the Hebrew crew. It's gonna blow your mind. Are you ready, Hebrew? Are you ready?
Sure.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
I don't think you're ready for this.
I'm sitting down.
I don't think you're ready.
I don't know. Am I gonna? Do I need a pillow to put on the ground if I pass out?
You might.
Hebrew crew. All right, let me get over there. I don't know why I have to sign in 2 places for. This is weird. What the heck? No way. No way. No way. It wasn't all ruby like that.
Show me.
Yeah, there's another one. There's another one too.
Let me share these. Let me share this one first. Look at this. This is blowing my mind right now.
There you go.
Whoops. Look at that.
Michael Jackson, red glove.
Billie Jean specifically too.
Yep.
Now I got to go check out that other thing that you sent me.
It's another one, just for a different type, like sequins, I think.
Oh. Here, let me put it where everyone else can see it. There we go. All right, let me stop.
So I wasn't wrong in my theory, right? That certain people had certain ideas of every single item that every single person wears. Now, like that
What the
leather
hell?
jacket.
This looks
That
more
leather-
like a. I don't know. You know how when people play the Easter Bunny, you know, and they put on the Easter Bunny suit with the glove, you know, the hands, how the hands are like super big, you know. Check this out. That's what that. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Wait, there's another one I need to show you.
Okay.
Okay, but that's really strange, don't you think?
Well, no,
yeah.
it gets stranger. It's going to get stranger. Just wait. It gets stranger.
Okay.
Eddie Von Keen said you can order it in 10 different colors.
Colors. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Leave it up to Eddie Von Keen to find that.
On the first one. On the first one.
Oh, okay.
But the next one I'm showing is only one color, but it's not red. And it's not the clear one that I remember.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't remember this at all. This looks like something that a spaceman would wear.
This one's blue, white, and gold. Yet it's labeled Michael Jackson glove.
Silver in there and gold. Yeah, there's the gold. That looks like something that a guy from out of this world would wear. Like the time Data wore that one glove when they played that game where all the wires were hooked up to their hands, you know?
Yeah.
That's what that well, that's what that reminds me of, man. Am I alone?
Now, there's another theory that people say it was the left hand he had the glove on or the right hand.
Right hand? For me.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's the left hand.
Left hand.
Yeah. And a lot of people say it's the right hand because they don't, I don't, you know, certain things. I don't know. It's like, I would have to look at a lot of photos, but there's a lot of links with certain things and certain items. And I've been reading a lot of books on certain people, especially Liberace for some strange reason. Supposedly, Liberace gave Elvis Presley a blingy jacket. This is why he became famous. Okay? But I think there's like a hidden truth in there also, like really strange hidden truth.
Okay. This is what I remember. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is the glove that I remember. And I looked it up as you guys was talking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That glove there.
No, that's
that is what I remember.
That's what I remember.
Well, that's sequins. That's total sweet. It's white to silver sequins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I do remember rhinestone. I don't remember sequins.
Oh,
yeah. I remember like rhinestone also.
He was too ritzy for sequins. I'll show you the one I remember. Here we go.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's close to what I remember.
But to be honest with you, the actual glove, like I was looking at the actual glove and it doesn't look right to me either. It looks like it's got too much white. I'll show you what I
Michael
mean.
Jackson
Hold on
with
one
his
second.
glove on.
Because I was looking at the auction. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
The bling I remember, but I don't remember all this white.
Oh.
But then again, I'm not looking close up at his hands. You know what I'm
Michael
saying?
Jackson
Well,
with his glove.
I'm reading some of the comments here. Jason McFall said the blue one is from the failed Pepsi commercial where he set his hair on fire.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
that's why I said I didn't
Yeah.
notice. We were probably so focused on his hair that
Yeah,
we didn't.
but you could type in Michael Jackson with his glove on. It's a white rhinestone glove,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and Johnny Depp owns it. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right there.
Hmm.
I don't remember it being quite so shiny, but yeah.
I don't
Sandy,
remember all that white. Do you see all that white?
Yeah. See,
But
that's
then
what I mean.
again,
It's
maybe you didn't see it because it's, you're not in person with him. It's on TV and it's small. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't
But
remember
that is
that
the glove
glove.
I remember.
That glove is too thick. Do you know what I mean? I remember a very thin glove. Like I don't remember that kind of a thick glove.
I agree
didn't
Like the
with you
glove,
there. I agree
yeah.
with you there. Yeah.
Like the glove looks like a mitten, like something with like you dipped it in sugar, like in the wintertime or something. Like
yeah, kind
that's
of.
a really thick glove, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
What
Well, it
am I
could be.
looking at here? Hold on, wait a second. I may have a weird picture to show you guys with Michael Jackson. What? It looks like he's wearing. Okay, I'm going to show you something here. It
All
looks
right.
like he's wearing a Mickey Mouse glove or something. I don't know what's going on
Mickey
there.
Mouse
And
glove.
and it's his left hand. It's his left hand.
Left hand. Left hand. Wait a minute. Is that the one right below it that looks the same?
Which
Oh,
one?
wait. Yeah. Okay. No.
It's
I
it's
think
yeah. It's a dual panel image.
you did a side by side here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me put it in there. Yep. Yeah. That. What the hell?
that's not even the same glove.
No.
No,
That's
it's
it.
not even
But
the same
no,
glove.
I 1000% agree with you. I'm gonna put 2 more images in the chat. I 1000% agree with you. This glove was not this bulky and big. Look at how big his
No.
hand is.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
You're
You could
right.
bring that. I guess you could bring this up on Dan's show and see what people say about that on his show about the glove. And then, like I said, there's people who remember this glove being red.
Yeah, I mean, now that you know that red glove we saw earlier that was all big looking. Like I said, it looked like if someone was playing the Easter Bunny, that's the hand that they would come out and shake your hand with. It's like
Well,
that
here's the
glove
thing
right
is,
there. Mhm.
you know what the strangest thing is? Look up Michael Jackson with a mask. He's predicting something, right? I always think these people are predicting something. Michael Jackson used to wear a mask all the time.
Yeah, he used to wear a mask, and didn't he also carry an umbrella?
Yeah, but he used to wear this mask all the time. What people are wearing all the time now,
Mm-hmm.
like a silk mask, or like a homemade kind of
Well,
mask that someone makes.
right.
He's
I don't.
he was, but here's the thing. Now they're saying there's a theory that he was told what would happen in the future. So there's a lot of people who believe in this theory.
Here's the thing, though. Why would he be wearing that so many years ahead of time?
Because he was pretty much very, we call what is people who are always fearful about their health. They think they
Right.
have everything,
Mm-hmm.
because that's why he always was surrounded by doctors. But I also know he died from AIDS, and George Michael and Prince also died from AIDS because I think they were all surrounded. You know what I mean? Like they were all in the same influences together.
Possible. I mean, I know George Michael definitely.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I didn't know. I thought Prince had a heart attack.
yeah. What AIDS can give you.
I
Hmm.
thought
So did George
Prince.
Michael. Prince died of supposedly a drug overdose, a
Well,
mixture of
no,
medicines.
actually, that I wanna say something about. if Prince was really taking that many, that amount of medication all the time, because that's what they're saying. That's how he overdosed on Tylenol.
Yeah.
That's what he overdosed on, because Tylenol will kill you so much faster than an opioid. It
Yeah.
kills your liver and you die. So,
Right.
like that. So, it boggles my mind that they say drug overdose and they don't. They make people believe it's the opioid that killed him when in reality it was the Tylenol. It was Tylenol, the toxicity from the acetaminophen that killed him. It just blows my mind. That's all. But yeah, that's what I remember. Is that he
But
died from.
here's the strange thing. When I was doing some research, they were telling people anyone who has HIV/AIDS or AIDS not to take any Tylenol because it might be complicated with their medicines they be taking. You know what I mean? It could give
That's
you
possible.
okay. So that's one of the theories where I came up with. But I think there's a lot of stuff where a lot of these people knew something was going to happen in 2020, 2021. Because don't get me wrong, shit's going to hit the fan again pretty soon.
Right. Didn't Michael Jackson also have some sort of rare skin disease?
Wait a minute, guys. Guys,
No,
there's another glove, and they're saying it's the American Music Awards glove. I've never seen this glove in my life.
American Music Awards.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to put it in the chat. I've never seen this glove. And ironically, it's red and black.
All right.
Have you guys ever seen this glove before?
Let me get it. Huh?
It was sold at auction. They're calling it his famous crystal encrusted glove that he wore in the 1984 American Music Awards, honoring his achievement on Thriller.
Wow, that's
and there's a picture of him wearing it. Hold on.
It kind of looks like if they took Freddy Krueger's glove and took the claws off and put sparkles on it.
Here you go. That's him wearing the glove. It looks black there to me. I've never seen him in a black glove before.
Black glove. I think I kind of remember a black glove at one time. But I also kind of remember, you remember those gloves that had like the holes in them on the knuckles, and they had like...
Yeah, he wore them in the Fat video.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I was thinking it was red. Then they make them in black and they made them in red.
Wait, he didn't wear a glove at all in Thriller?
No, and I remember him wearing a glove in Thriller.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
That's what I'm trying to say. Now people are saying he's not wearing a glove anymore.
At all.
No.
Huh.
Because you can look at, there's people who have, the red jacket and the red leather pants. They're wearing the glove on the left hand. Because that's how in his costumes, they sell them that way. Now they're saying he never wore a glove.
Well, let me ask you this. The only video I ever remember him not wearing a glove was possibly the what was the name of that song where he's wearing the tux?
Billie Jean?
No, not Billie Jean.
He's always
the one that with the song that changed. The song changed.
The Man in the Mirror.
It goes do 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 do. You know. I don't.
It's not helpful.
I'm not very good at humming songs, guys, but you know, it's
Struck. It's the song change with Struck in it. Right? Struck. Shoot.
Yeah.
Can someone in the chat help?
the disco ball has like a disco
Smooth
ball.
Criminal. Thank you, Michael Fontaine.
No, that's not the one.
The one with the disco ball, like first one where he's really young.
Right, he was really young.
Oh! You said Tuxedo. I know what you're talking about. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one. Hold
Michael
on.
Jackson videos. I'll look it up.
Please do. Hey, Sandy, you missed a special
Rock
appearance.
with you. It's rock with you.
Rock with you, yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Who said that?
Me,
Both
I
of
was
us at the
singing
same
in
time.
my head.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Well, 'cause he's also wearing a tux in Smooth Criminal, which is white.
Now wait a minute.
Wait,
no, it's
wait
Smooth
a
Criminal.
minute.
He's wearing the gangster. The
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Why is his? I don't remember this. Do you remember his shirt being blue?
Blue shirt.
Look. I'm gonna put a quick. Just look. Put this on the screen
Okay.
and
All
ask
right.
people.
Breathe.
This outfit looks wrong
Breathe.
to me. It's wrong. He had a black shirt, not blue. I don't remember the blue.
I hate to go against the grain here, but I got to say that's exactly what I remember. But I remember the jacket being black. Oh, that's too small. Hold on.
No, I see it. No, that's changed.
I don't
That's
remember the
changed.
blue.
Sorry, guys.
No,
Hold
it
on.
wasn't blue.
Let me do it
No,
again.
it wasn't blue. It was like purple or something. Like it was a total different. It was like no. It was like I remember it being like pink, like a pinkish rosy color, not
Really?
blue. No.
Wow. We're remembering completely different things.
Yeah.
But I do remember. I thought he had. I'll be honest with
I
you
just
guys.
found
Let me throw
residue of
this
the
at
thing for him.
Let me throw this at you. Does anyone remember Smooth Criminal having a zoot suit? Because I'm starting to remember a zoot suit right now.
This looks so wrong to me.
Well, you see,
You have to help me here. What is exactly? I've heard of it, but what exactly is a zoot suit?
You know, Lotar, help me out here.
Yeah,
It's like from the 20s, where they would
like a mobster suit kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's a suit with lines on it, like going down like a 1920s
pinstripes. I got it.
Yeah. So, like, not just this, what's really strange, but there's a Mandela effect. The biggest one is, you know, the video "You Will Rock Me." Okay, and they're playing.
Yeah.
He's playing piano. His sunglasses are stars, right? A lot of people don't remember that they were round. Now people saying that's changed. That was another big Mandela effect. Because it's all you have to type in is we will rock you. Official video glimpse, and
that's what I remember right there. See how it's got
Me
lines
too.
in?
That's what I said. I remember black. I don't remember this blue and white ensemble. I remember black.
Yeah, check this out though. Check this out. This is how I remember it, except with black, like I said, like a zoot suit.
There's another one, yeah. Okay.
You know, but it has the lines through it.
No, I just put another one in the chat.
Wait, just now?
Yeah, go look.
Okay.
Taken by a Smooth Criminal, it says. It's black and white. You don't see it?
No, hold on. I'm running a little slow here tonight. Oh yeah. What the heck?
That's what I remember him wearing.
That's
someone else. That's not Michael Jackson. That's not Michael Jackson. That's someone else.
Okay.
Dressing like Michael Jackson.
Okay. I got you. You know what's weird is we all have different realities here.
Yeah, like I went through a whole bunch of like not just Michael Jackson, but different ones. Okay, remember Queen News of the World, like that record album? Okay, it's a robot holding all the bandmates up, right? But all the bandmates are like dead on the album, like the robot pierced them with their middle finger. That's another reality change. Not for me and another couple other people too, that they remember the guys climbing up the robot's hand.
Robot.
Yeah.
Robot.
So if you look up It's a record album Queen knew.
Oh yeah,
of the
yeah.
world.
I used to look at that. My well, he's not my stepdad anymore. He's my stepdad like 3 times removed. But I remember he had a Queen collection. Like he had all the like rock and roll records and stuff because he played in the band, right?
Yeah.
So I remember staring at that album when I was a little kid, when I was baby Hebrew, and it used to actually scare me because it looked like the robot was like gonna kill people and tear them apart and stuff, and
Yeah.
it actually scared me. It looked like he was eating people.
Yeah. So a lot of people believe that, and some people say it was different. The album was different. So there's a lot of not just on just little certain things of other, I guess, because we grew up in. You have to understand is I grew up in the 80s. Okay, so when I
Well,
was
yeah,
like
so did I.
in 1985, I was 10 years old.
Me
That's
too.
when all those big music people all came out. I remember like we had a ghetto box. I got for
Mhm.
Christmas. I got a ghetto,
Ghetto
and I got
Blaster.
ghetto blaster with the tape
Yeah,
deck. You know what I mean? And we
yeah.
used to make mixtapes and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. And we'd make. And
I
I used
remember
to
doing that.
see. I used to love listening to Falco. You remember Rock Me Amadeus?
Oh yeah,
Yes, I remember
definitely.
Yeah,
Falco.
yeah. So I remember that whole system. And when you're in that system, you remember everything because as a child, your memory is better. You
Oh yeah.
pick up on everything. Certain things have changed. Like a lot of things have changed where it doesn't make any sense anymore.
I remember the
Guys,
Guns N' Roses album looked a lot bloodier than it does now. Like remember like Appetite for Destruction, like that
guys,
album.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm sorry, Sandy. Go ahead.
it's okay. This whole thing that we've been talking about. There's a presentation I wanted to do on Dan's show, but he didn't understand it. I need to show it. I, I've been talking about this for like the past 2 weeks, like on Curiouser show and stuff like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
important. Like this is a new pattern I'm seeing in the Mandela effect that
Mm.
covers everything. And you guys just proved the point because like you just proved the point with Smooth Criminal, you proved the point with the glove, you're proving the point with everything. So I want to show you guys this. Did you get the link that I put in the chat?
Let me get it. Let me get it.
All right, it's the link to my Flickr album. You should be able to open it up and then show the images, and they should be in
Flickr.
order.
Flickr.
I just learned how to do this. It would have been so much easier. Yeah,
Yeah,
you click a
remember you
link.
used to. Yeah, you used to send me everything through Messenger.
Yeah, and it's just easier to send you a link.
Yeah. Okay, so should I present this whole thing or?
Yeah, start with the purple dog in the front.
Okay.
See, Dan thought it was about the dog, and it wasn't about the dog. So he didn't let me show it. But it was about a pattern in the Mandela effect that I've been seeing this past 2-3 months now. And it's really bothersome because it makes it even harder to prove our case. It makes it even harder for people who, say, oh, we're just misremembering. It makes everything harder. So the first image is Courage the Cowardly Dog. I covered this not Courage, Buford. Is he Buford, the purple dog?
Yep.
Okay, he was pink in my past.
Yeah.
He's purple now, but he's also pink.
Why is he purple? He was pink.
Right, he was pink. That's an old Mandela effect.
Okay.
You got to pull it up though. Right now, you're on the album instead of the image.
It's
click
not
on the image.
Oh, okay. Thank
okay.
you. How? Through that button?
No. Click on the image on the bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom. Keep going down.
Oops.
Nope. Go back.
Sorry.
It's okay. The bottom left. See the very bottom? There's like a wood panel. Click that.
Okay, I don't get
bottom. Down.
Right there. Go down.
Right
there.
Yes. There.
Click.
All right.
There
we
go.
go.
Now you should be able to hit right. So I covered this a long time ago. He was always a very light pink for me, but now he's purple. If you go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Look how dark he is now.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, he's not. He's both. I'm seeing variation where you find him all the colors, not just purple, not just pink, every color in between. It's weird. So on to the next one. I'm not doing the whole presentation. I'm just trying to rush through it so
Right.
you can understand.
Ooh, Ren and Stimpy.
All right. Yeah, it's another dog has changed. That's all. You can go on. So Courage the Cowardly Dog changed. Next one.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So I remember Courage the Cowardly Dog being on the left,
I
the
remember
light
this
pink
one.
color, and you remember that one. Well,
Uh-huh.
here's the thing. He's all the colors in all the episodes.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm finding a pattern where there's variation now where there was not. In my past, Courage was always that light pink color. In your past, he was always purple. In this reality, he's all the colors that you see there.
Hmm.
Go to the next image. You'll see it. You'll see the
All
cartoon
right.
episodes. Good.
All right.
Oh well, no, and his nose changed too. I remember
Oh,
the brown, and now there's some people remember black and some people remember red.
that's weird because I remember the black.
You remember the black, but the most
Mhm.
common color is the brown. Right
Really?
now. Yeah. Go on. You'll see. So
Hmm.
here's two different scenes from the same episode. We have purple and pink.
Wait a minute, and this is in the same episode.
That's no. That's not on the same episode. It was on my small screen. That one is just showing you throughout the seasons. He's three different colors.
Oh,
I have one coming up with the same episode. Sorry.
all right. Boom.
Oh, this is the residue. Where's the other images?
I don't know.
Maybe it's it could be out of order. It's okay. Or I could have sent you the one for Curiouser instead of Dan.
Yeah, that's all. See, look, check it out. That's all I have.
That's all you have? There's nothing else there besides Courage?
No.
Shoot, I sent you the wrong folder. Hold on. No? What the heck? All right, let me look up variation.
Hey, Paul Johnstone's in here. How's it going, Paul?
I'm just going to go to my albums and scroll down. Give me a minute.
And of course, I forgot to mention Teresa Lynch. Teresa, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it was the new Mandela effect pattern. I sent you the wrong folder. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Here it
Hey,
is.
I wanted to
It
mention
starts
real
the
quick.
same.
Well, Sandy's looking stuff up. Leonardo da Vinci, also in his paintings of, I guess, one of the paintings he has of David, shows an alien in it. If you want to look that up, so if you guys are bored later on, you guys can look up that. You can look up. They're called mirror images. So if you took the painting and stuck it next to a mirror, you would see the alien. Now you can find that on Google Images. He's also got different paintings where Jesus is he's painted Jesus with a globe in his hand, like a crystal ball with 3 stars in it. What he's predicting, and Jesus is pointing at the globe or the ball. It has 3 little stars in it, and it's the dog star Sirius that he's pointing to.
I'm getting Mickey Mouse images here, Sandy.
Yes,
What?
Mickey Mouse. Yes, that's the point. Yes.
Okay, with Courage. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure that's the right one. I don't want to get shamed for bringing up the wrong one.
Okay.
You know.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It was my fault. I got the wrong link. Both are. The paintings you're talking about. Are you talking about the Last Supper? Because instead of an alien, I called it a devil.
Oh.
No. The Last Supper is not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about he picture of David and a picture of Jesus he painted.
Okay, so Da Vinci's David and I'm going to get it. So Hebrew can put it up.
Yeah. I was going to get it for him, but it doesn't matter. You can get it now.
Speaking of
okay.
Leonardo da Vinci, guys, was it Leonardo da Vinci or was it someone else I'm thinking of who painted the Mona Lisa?
That's Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes,
The same thing.
Leonardo.
There's also
Oh, go
something
ahead.
strange. There's something strange about that picture also.
Yes.
All his pictures predict something with an alien force behind it.
Let me.
That's where it blows the flat Earth theory out of the window. This is what I'm trying to tell people, that
Okay.
where he is not. See, this is the whole thing. I don't believe he put secrets, and a lot of his secrets were destroyed. So that like we only have like a minuscule of his information, but there is a book where people have interviewed him a long time ago, where he said he like people. How would you say this? He talked futuristic. So maybe he wasn't even from that timeline. Maybe he was from a different timeline. He said so in this quote. He says things will change because of them. No one understood what that meant. So people thought it was the church, or people thought it was something else. But Leo, what it, I was going to look up again. Leonardo da Vinci's David.
Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, the painting, the Mona Lisa. I was getting ready to talk about is
Yeah.
like I was watching an episode of Unsolved Mysteries,
Okay.
and what they brought up, one of the theories that they brought up is that Leonardo da Vinci actually painted the Mona Lisa. When he painted that painting, he painted it. He used a portrait of himself as the model, and if you look at the Mona Lisa, you look at her. Her does not look like a her. She looks like a he, a guy.
Like a
So,
transsexual, maybe, I don't know.
well,
But
I mean, like,
he used models, so he painted in a different way.
mm-hmm.
But he was also an inventor.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
um,
Yeah, didn't he invent like the first airplane,
helicopter, but
helicopter?
it was never built, and it was only on paper. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't, and it would never work in the first place.
Ah, okay.
So,
But the Mona Lisa supposedly, and I heard Robert Stack. Yeah, you know who Robert Stack is. He's the host of the
yeah.
show. He said that the painting was of her smiling, which is weird because we all know that in a different reality, like her expression was not smiling and not frowning, but it was more of a
Well, here's the thing, and I went to like I went to a couple of courses in art school. Okay, and every artist does this. Every
neutral.
artist, every artist or painter will draw their nose on their paintings.
Mm-hmm.
It's really strange, and it's not it's a phenomenon, a really strange theory that when a painter draws faces, he's always working on the nose and the eyes. So he always thinks of his nose, not the person who he's. So if there's no people there, he's always drawing his nose, and I see that on every other painter. Like I see that on paintings on Betrecki. Betrecki is an art forger. He's actually sold paintings for, I think, what was it, $8 million. And Betrecki is a German art he forges art. He got caught in, I think, 2010 or 2011 or something like that. He did 6 years in jail, but he paints
Oh wow.
every other artist exactly. Like it is creepy what he comes up with the other artists. He can make anything fake. He went to jail for only faking the signatures of the painting, not the painting itself. But the paintings he would do is like Max Ernst. He would do copies of Rembrandt. He would do copies of Lautrec. Like everything you could think of, he would do, and he could copy anybody. But here's the problem: is he says this himself in German. I have to make sure I don't paint my nose into the painting, and people don't understand that. He goes, artists will always paint their own nose, so that's why the Mona Lisa looks sort of like
Right.
Leonardo da Vinci, because
With
The
that being
Jesus,
said, though, Lotar,
yeah,
with that being said, though, Lotar, the point I was trying to get at is that Leonardo da Vinci was actually frowning in his model, the model that they think that he painted the Mona Lisa after, was actually frowning. So why would he then turn around and paint the painting with her smiling or having a neutral, like the painting's supposed to be a neutral expression, right? But
yeah.
but now we look at it and we can see that it's smiling due to the Mandela effect. However, with that being said, he did paint the original painting with him. His original painting was him frowning, and that's the one that he supposedly modeled uh,
Leonardo.
the Mona Lisa after. So,
Yeah.
so what's your thoughts on that?
Well, here's the thing: is the Mona Lisa has always looked weird to me. I'll tell you why. There's so many forgeries of the Mona Lisa
Mm-hmm.
that it was the most copied painting of the world, right? Because the Mona Lisa went missing, I think, several times. It got stolen several times. I think they don't even have the original anymore.
Hmm.
This is my opinion because I actually saw the Mona Lisa, and I said I always thought the Mona Lisa was bigger,
Hmm.
like the painting, and it's very small. It's not a very big painting,
How
I agree
so?
with you on that.
and I remember the painting being bigger.
Oh.
Like the painting is like well, let's see, 2 foot by a foot and a half. It's a very small painting. They make it look big because they put like lots of stuff around it, right? Like the frame and the glass. I don't remember that. That's sort of a Mandela effect with me because I remember that painting being like 4 foot by 3 foot, really big. And a lot of people agree with me because they're going, we went to France and we went to the Louvre and we went to the art gallery and there's a whole bunch of people and we're like struggling to go see it. And then guy goes, and everyone says this. I thought it was bigger. I thought it was bigger. Why would you say that? Why would you say I thought it was bigger? Not it's I thought it was, I thought it was lighter. I thought it was, I didn't think it would be this kind of way. This is what I think that has a Mandela effect on it too. But I think it was Leonardo da Vinci's Michael was the painting. I think if it comes up. I can't remember which painting it was though. But if you look up like Leonardo, that painter was like completely. It's strange. There's a lot of strange things in that whole theory that comes up, what blows the mind, and a lot of people don't understand it because they can't put two and two together. I think there's a lot of residue of a larger painting of the Mona Lisa because all the artists who go to paint the Mona Lisa as a copy bring a bigger canvas to the art gallery because I think it's what uh, once a month on a Thursday or something stupid like that. You can sign up to go to the Louvre at I think 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're allowed to copy the paintings because they have security at that time in a certain room. And people always bring the biggest canvases to do the Mona Lisa when the Mona Lisa is small. Why would you do that? That means something is wrong. That means that picture is not real. It's fake because they lost the fake to somebody. So there's a lot of paintings. This is why I'm not an art critic. I don't believe. I think everyone should make their own art, not buy art. Anything that you have to pay him $1 million for, and you cannot prove that that's real from the real artist, don't buy it. You guys both have your microphones off.
I'm trying to
Oh my
find out
God.
if I'm the one breaking up or if you're breaking up.
Yeah, it sounds like you're breaking up bad, Lothar.
Am I? Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on once.
you're fine now, but a while ago you were just like, ooh, you know. Uh, but why he's doing that, Sandy? Do you want me to still share that stuff?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. That's why.
Yeah, I
Yes,
knew
yes,
you were
please.
going into it. I knew that you had your heart into it because of what me and Lothar and you've been talking about how different things have been seen by different people. So
Yeah,
I
it's
want,
not even that. It's not even that. Just skip over the courage stuff. Just go
oh,
right to the. Yeah,
okay.
right there. Okay, so uh, the reason why Mickey Mouse is there. Keep going.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah,
Past this.
it's. I'm saying that there's like a pattern that suggests intelligence, and I'm going to explain why. So this
Oh,
image here.
mm-hmm.
Do you see anything wrong with this image?
Let me see. Mickey Mouse doesn't have color, a red color on his thing. I mean,
Or yellow shorts? So
mhm.
what happened was when I was trying to explain courage to Noble, the courage thing that I wanted to talk about on Mandela Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I explained to him it would be like if Mickey Mouse all of a sudden had yellow or blue or green shorts. You just don't. It's a brand. Mickey Mouse always has red shorts when he's dressed in his, in those
Right.
type of shorts. They're always red. And then the very next day, I come across this Mickey in yellow
Uh huh.
shorts, which was,
And you know what? I didn't know Mickey had a tail.
yeah, I know that's an old one. He does sometimes and he
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
sometimes. That's another thing.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, wait. So, all right, go to the next image.
Next image. Hmm. Whoa!
So then I found him with yellow shorts
Oh my
everywhere.
God, Sandy! I'm sorry I have to interrupt you here, but that is scary looking. Look at.
I know.
Oh my
I know the
God.
old stuff.
Thanks for the nightmare fuel. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm like, why does this even exist? It shouldn't. It's because there's variation in everything now. It all exists. It's got to either. I said to Noble, either the Mandela effect or whatever's causing it is effing with me, or it's timelines. It got to be because we're all merged. There's. Wait until you see the next images. Go to the
Well,
next images.
I got
Look
one
what else I
question
found. Just
before I.
uh
Okay, just 1 second. Why does Mickey Mouse have a Fu Manchu?
huh. Stop.
Look at this. No, no, look, it's like.
I know. I know. Those are the whiskers. I know the old whiskers. I know. I know. Don't even go there.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Hopefully
So
that.
so I'm like, you know what? If he is yellow, he must have another color. Here's blue.
Mm, yeah. Oh wow. What's that one over there? It looks like Ghost Mickey.
I don't know.
Is
Wait,
he
it gets
from
better. Keep going. Just keep
the
going. There's so much here.
Pinky and the Brain
Huh?
Collection? What's going on here?
This is an actual cartoon where his shorts are green.
Green shorts. I've never seen any
No.
variation of those shorts other than red my whole life.
Same.
This is very bizarre to me.
It's gonna get weirder. Keep going.
Oh no. Hey, look, he has that Fu Manchu again. Right there. See, look.
That's how
Look.
they made the dolls back then.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's that's just funny to me. Like they have Fu Manchus and what appears to be like dishwashing gloves, and I mean, just I don't know. Okay, I digress.
It's okay.
Well, there you
So
go.
yeah, except I remember gold buttons and now they're white.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, the bottom right too, it's the exact same product. One is white, one is gold. And then
Right.
he's got green shoes and black shoes and brown shoes and yellow shoes, all different color shoes here.
That's weird because I don't remember the green shoes, but I definitely remember the yellow shoes.
I remember yellow and brown. Isn't that weird?
Mm. Yeah, that is. But as far as the buttons go, I could see it either way. Like I have a dual memory here,
Yeah.
so I could definitely see it in both ways though.
Well, there's 6 different ways here, 5 different ways here. There shouldn't be. That's my
No.
point. There shouldn't be. Mickey is a brand. Mickey should have the exact same color shorts, the exact same color buttons, and the exact same color shoes, unless it's like Christmas and they do a red and green Mickey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's a brand. He shouldn't change, but he does now. Jason
I see.
McFall says, like the Green Eye Barbie, like the 16 different color Michael Jackson gloves.
Right.
See what I'm saying? It's a pattern. I'm seeing this over and over, and there's more. Keep going.
Well, at least he doesn't have a Fu Manchu this time, but
No, now he's pregnant.
he
John laughed.
right there. Yeah, look, Mickey, you need to cut down on the beer, buddy. You know,
This
just
is
saying.
just me showing that the variation happens all throughout time. Going
And
back.
this was like anorexic Mickey.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie Mickey. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. You can go to the next image because it gets worse. I'm not kidding. It gets
What
worse.
is going on? Wait, no, I'm going to seriously, but seriously,
The
look at
gloves.
these gloves. Oh my gosh! And that just it looks like something I would put on my scarecrow. I'm sorry, but I digress.
All right, so
Mickey.
I was talking with Damien. I don't remember the Mac Club. I've been using Apple Mac products since 1990. I don't remember the Mac
Apple
Club.
Mickey. Apple Mickey. Okay.
Yeah, Apple Mickey. Yeah, I don't remember it. But anyway,
Why
that was
did
just
I
thrown
say
in.
gay Mickey? I don't know.
No, that's
Yeah.
the Apple logo.
Oh, okay. I was totally going someplace else, and you threw me back on track. Thank you.
No problem.
No,
But
but
no, keep going. Keep
Mac
going. You got to
Club?
see this.
So
Yeah.
like, that's weird. Ooh, there's the Mona Lisa.
There's the Mona Lisa variations. There's now 4 paintings by 4 different artists.
Mm.
And ironically, some of them, like the second one, the face looks better to me. The background looks better to me in the third one. There's variation for everything.
Can you hear
So
me
keep
now?
going. There's more.
1 second, Lotar. Can we hear Lotar?
Hello,
I
can you hear
cannot.
me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Sorry, I had
Yes.
some difficulties. My computer almost froze up. Look, I was looking for things. Sorry. Okay, just checking. I'm gonna go
It's
on mute
okay.
for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
So move on.
Yes.
What's with the spaghetti here? I don't remember.
Yeah, I covered that. She now has a perm, a spiral perm. If you zoom in on the actual
Wow.
Mona Lisa has a spiral perm in her hair now.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You know what? I think I remember even us talking about this one time
Yep.
about the noodle hair.
Yep.
Whoa, Popeye.
Well, Popeye, I always remember in white, and now he's in like 9 different outfits.
Now, I got to say something about Popeye real quick.
Mhm.
Like, I remember each and every one of these Popeyes. I really
I do not. I believe you.
This is the Popeye that we all know and love right here with these colors. This is
No, not me.
And
That's the weirdest one for me.
this
Nope.
one here was when they started doing the Popeye cartoons in the 60s. And this, of course, is the movie Popeye. And this one here is from the Adventures. I think it's Adventures of Popeye. And this one here is from Popeye and Son.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Popeye and Son?
I remember Popeye
No.
and Son and the Adventures of Popeye with Olive Oyl and Brutus.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Popeye
one
and
Or
Son.
Pluto, not Brutus.
And this one here is one that some guy was trying to get going off the ground, which is, I don't think it ever took off. It was supposed to be a 3D movie. But this one here's the one I always draw. This one with the black shirt.
And I swear to you, that's new to me. the black shirt with the red on top. That's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not remember that
No,
one.
that's a Popeye I've always. In fact, when
No
I
way.
did my Popeye short movies, do you remember those?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, in my past,
Mm-hmm.
he was always in the white sailor outfit. And I do
Really?
remember Robin Williams with the blue pants, but I also see him wearing white. But that's all I remember is the white sailor suit. That's it.
And I remember him in blue.
And you remember him in blue.
Yeah. With the red collar.
I remember all of these, all of them.
I don't remember black, and I don't remember him in all
This
white.
was black and white. This was from the old
Well,
video.
yeah. See,
You know.
that's yeah. Sandy, can you look up
Yes.
something for me? Because I can't do it on my computer.
Sure, I can.
It's Leonardo da Vinci's John the Baptist, and you'll go into images and you'll see a double image or a mirror image. Because I can't do it from my computer while I'm on StreamYard.
It's no problem. So do you remember black with a blue collar?
No.
No.
I remember blue suit with a red collar because it was symbolized of the Navy he was in. Because
Right.
Popeye was in the Navy, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. And the Navy he was in was what do you call a fantasy merchant marine, whatever what it was called.
Mhm.
And there's a book called Popeye the Sailor Man, and he explains where Popeye came from.
Mm-hmm.
Lothar, I already put that one in the chat for Hebrew. I already have that one there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so when we're done, I have like 3 images of the mirror image.
Okay, perfect. Of
Yep.
John the Baptist. Okay. Because I said Michelangelo's Michael, and I was wrong about the name. Sorry.
Let me ask you guys
That's
a
okay.
question. Let me ask you guys a question. This came across me when the movie was on TV here recently.
Yeah.
I was looking at Pluto TV, and I remember this being on there,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it being just called Tintin.
It's French. It's from France. It's
I
a
get
French
that.
cartoon.
I know the origins.
No,
of
they
that.
they call it okay. They have different adventure names. So the adventure name comes first,
but
and then it's always Tintin.
But Lothar, here's the point I'm trying to make though. I always remember him being called Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin, yes.
No, that's a different character. The character in France is just Tintin.
Really?
Yeah, isn't Rin Tin Tin a dog or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I'm looking it up.
Oh, okay. But I always thought it was the adventures of Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin's a dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the dog.
And it is the adventures. Oh! Okay, hold on. It is the adventures of Rin Tin Tin. It's a dog, but now there's dashes between the Rin Tin Tin, and I don't remember that.
Yeah. But like I said, in every country it's different. In Germany, it's Tintin also, but it's always been different. The whole thing is for every country because it's a European cartoon, but it's been around for years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, but for some reason, I just always thought it was like both him and the dog. It was their adventures that they were going on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the dog's name was in the title.
Yes and no. Tintin means like mutt in French. Like it's like a derogatory term. It's like for cat you call her Papette, and Papette means pussy, like a female genitalia.
Right.
So
yeah.
Papette in Francais is in France they have animal terms are considered if there's a cat it's a female sexual organ. If it's a dog, it's considered a mutt, like Tintin, like a tin can.
Right.
Okay.
What the hell's going on with Popeye's elbows and knees here is what I want to know.
Yeah, we've yeah. But also, I don't remember him having the blue on the top. The blue top. It was just black.
See, who's the big character is
Apparently there's a brother now, and it's Bluto and Brutus. That's why I said Brutus.
Oh,
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I remember from what I remember
Mhm.
is in the comic books they always called him Brutus, and then when it got translated to cartoons, they called him Bluto. Like it was always the same character but with different names.
okay.
Like it was a natural change. They didn't actually because it was, you know how like in different countries there's different interpretations of names. You
Yep.
know this,
Yes.
Lothar, you know. Um,
It,
I think that's what happened. I honestly think that they're actually the same character.
yeah, it does say Bluto's name was changed. I remember someone doing a video saying that he had a brother.
Really?
Yeah,
A brother.
like 2-3 years ago in the Mandela Effect community.
Well, that's weird. Now here's the new adventures. This is the new adventures of Popeye, um, which I didn't know a whole lot about because I never watched a whole lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Popeye, but I do remember this look because that was the new look of the cartoon.
He never had a red collar for me. That's what's bothering me more than anything.
I remember
So weird to me.
I remember a red collar, but also here's something else that you see
Olive
these
oil?
sleeves, the sleeves.
Uh-huh.
I remember those sleeves being red, like the
That's
part
weird.
that's rolled up. Yeah. When
And
I was
olive oil didn't have a blue skirt. It was black for me always.
oh yeah, definitely.
You know what? That whole cartoon was kind of dumb, right? Because it's always two guys fighting over a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always found it kind of strange.
Now here's from the comic book. Yeah, this is what I remember, but again, I remember his sleeves being red.
And I don't remember the collar being red at all.
Hmm.
But I'm just pointing out this isn't even about Popeye changing. This is about the fact that there's multiple
Colors
different
of everything.
colors when I remember one.
What
'Cause
is this?
it's one episode, just one episode. I think it was like a dream sequence. Don't worry about
Oh,
it. It's not like a change.
okay. I'm like, olive oil has been sitting in the house in quarantine too long.
A little too long.
She's she's been eating bonbons. Looks like by the looks of it. Okay.
All right, so wait, it should go on with
Whoa.
Mickey. So here we go. Mickey now see now the big image, the big square. I remember the specific one. It was a piece of artwork, right?
Yeah,
That
from
you could buy in
Fantasia or
Disney World.
something.
But notice the shorts are still red. They would
Yeah.
change him, but the shorts would stay red because that's the brand. That's you could just pull those shorts up. There could be nothing else to just the shorts. Those are Mickey's shorts. That's Mickey. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the brand.
Yeah.
Now they change everything. Everything's changed. That didn't happen in my past. Everything changes now. And it's in every color, including rainbow and holographic rainbow.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
So this is the first time I saw a variation. Prior to this, there was, do you remember it this way or do you remember it that way?
I remember it white.
This is the first time I had to do 3 different ways. This is when the variation started for me. Snow White.
Wow. I just remember the blue and red.
I remember
and
the
I
white.
remember the middle.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. We all remember different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is when the variation started.
So now what I'm assuming, and I know I shouldn't assume, but what I presume that you're getting at is like now instead of just having it one way or another, the Mandela effect is throwing in the third one.
3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th.
Yeah.
Now it's getting confused. Like
It's getting
now,
confusing, and there it's so
Yeah.
that it makes it harder to prove because then people say you're just remembering. There's too many things, like Dan will say to me, why do you have to put in all this stuff? Why do you gotta do a third one? Because people remember a third one.
yeah, and that's the whole thing, and that's why I told him a long time ago. I remember it in a different way, and he goes, "Well, no, there's only two people, like two things." Well, no, there's always a third one too,
Or fourth or
or
fifth.
fourth or fifth, right? Like, yeah,
It's getting crazy is what I'm saying.
yeah,
So this is when I remember the yellow. Now I
But,
just did the apple in Snow White. The apple in Snow White, I remember green,
yes.
and now it's white, blue, or green, and it's blue in the movie.
Huh. Blue in the movie?
no,
Yeah, if you go further, you'll see it.
I thought it
It-
was red in the movie.
It is
You
red,
thought it
but
was
when
red?
she dips it into the poison,
Oh,
the
and the
poison
poison.
drips off of it. I
Mhm.
remember the poison green. Some people
Right.
remember it white, and some people remember blue. And Disney even makes stuff in white and green, even though it's blue in the movie.
Okay.
And I remember green in the movie.
Ah, okay.
This kind of ties into my whole multiverse theory, where we have multi universes crossing over
Yeah, or
into the.
timelines. I just used a different word. Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
And that's the theory where the dog star has 3 stars and there's 3 different realities. Who knows?
Well, I'm finding a lot more than 3 then. This is getting
Yeah.
crazy. So here's
Yeah.
the blue. This is current reality. This is the color it is in the movie.
Okay.
I remember green.
I remember green too.
I don't remember it at all. Like I can't
I
remember
will,
that part of the movie, but I
while he's showing the images of Da Vinci, I'll get the image from the movie so you can see it.
okay.
Huh?
I can look it up on my computer. It's not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Oh no, I'm just gonna get the
That's
2
not a problem.
images from my presentation so you can
Oh,
see
okay.
how it is now. All right, if you scroll up in the Hebrew crew, you'll see the paintings,
All right.
and then I just put the apples in the chat.
Okay, people, get ready for this.
All right. Let's see here. Why is my screen not? What the hell? My screen's not wanting to. Ah. Oh, is this what you? Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
It's
I'm
okay.
kind of beside myself here. That.
That is the pot that she dips the apple into. I remember that water green. Now it looks like water. Doesn't look like poison. It looks like water, boiling water.
Yeah, wasn't
And
it
when she,
like a green poison with like the skull and crossbone bones, skull and
yes, when
crossbones coming out?
next image, go to the next image, you'll see it.
Next image. All right. Well, let me remove this one because I don't know how much personal information I'm going to share here. So,
That's all right.
uh, this is just the blue apple. Is that what you wanted me to?
Yeah,
That
that's what it is now.
okay.
That's the poison dripping off on the apple. It's
Mhm.
now blue.
I don't remember that.
I don't
don't
either. It was
remember.
green.
I don't remember the apple having a skull face on it. Do you know what I mean? Like I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's literally, guys, it's literally about a second. The poison drips off. It's solid. Then holes form, and then it's the red apple.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't remember that. Like I don't remember that as a kid watching that movie. Like seeing
believe
a
you.
skull on the face, like on like a skull on the apple. You know what I mean? When she dipped, I'd never seen that.
So for you, it was just solid color, and then it dripped off to red.
I think it would got dipped into the water,
Mhm.
pulled out, and like it looked like it like you know how water comes off of a normal apple.
Yeah.
Like they did it like clearly, Like it was clear. It wasn't a color. It was, you always saw the red apple, but you saw like a liquid fall off of it, like just like you would wash a real apple underneath the sink.
Wow, then
Right.
you're like that's the fourth reality that I'm talking about. So you remember
Yeah.
something totally different.
Yeah, I remember
For
something
me,
totally different.
yeah, for me that blue was green. It when it came out of the green water, which was poison to me, not water. When it came out of the green poison, it was solid green, and as it dripped off, like water dripped off, it made the skull, and then it fully dripped off, and you had the red apple.
And you're not colorblind.
No, I'm not
No.
colorblind
Okay.
because I clearly see it as blue now.
Okay.
What about you? Oh, sorry.
Like I said, I find it kind of strange because I don't remember that color. I just remember her dipping the apple in, and it was clear, like how you dip things in water, like kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
But my sister says she injected the apple because how
she
would you get?
injected the apple. That's
That's
a
another
memory
one.
too.
That's
Wait a
another
minute.
one too.
Was there an apple? Hold on, let me. Well, while he pulls up those images, I need to look up something.
Yeah, or it was a different Disney film completely. Who else eats a poison apple?
That's what I'm checking. Hold on 1 second. What happened to Hebra?
He probably went to the bathroom.
No. I'm here.
Yeah.
Giant Taco Man wants to say something to Sandy real quick. Okay, here we go. Just hear him out, Sandy. He's trying to be a nice guy, you know. So
Okay.
here we go. Giant Taco Man, are you there?
I am Giant Taco, and I just want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Right. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. Now you guys, you go on and you have your conversation. And then I've got something to say at the end of the show. Just remember that.
Okay, well, thank you, Giant Taco Man. That was Giant Taco Man, Sandy. Wasn't that nice of him?
That was so sweet. Thank you.
I don't know. He can be a little bit of a rude guy sometimes. He likes to come on here and belch and stuff like that. But anyway, Lothar, any thoughts there, buddy? I mean, Lothar.
Hang on.
Oh,
My microphone was off.
I caught him just as he was muted up.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Sandy.
Hey,
Thank
that was
you.
pretty good. Yeah,
I guess we all have these voice tracks on our phone.
yeah, true
No,
enough.
like I said, I don't know what films. Like I watched a lot of Walt Disney films. Okay, how this worked is every Sunday in Canada, Walt Disney would come on at 6:30
Mhm.
on one channel. We only had 3 channels because I didn't have cable. We were too
Oh,
poor
yeah.
for that. And they would fill a whole hour. If the movie didn't end, if the movie was too long, it would say to be to be continued.
Continue.
So you would have to come back next week and watch the other hour of the film.
You
Wait
see,
a minute.
huh?
Really quickly, I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
Do you remember the TV series Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
Okay, in Once Upon a Time, Regina, the Wicked Witch, the Wicked
Yeah.
Queen, Regina, she injects poison into the apple to curse
Okay.
Snow White. So there is residue for the injection into the apple, and I
Hmm.
kind of remember that. That's kind of
You know,
crazy.
So
I
my
had to
sister
say
was
that.
mixing up. Yeah.
Mhm.
So my sister
Yeah.
must have been mixing something up with a different one.
Or
I remember
that
that
was a
too.
reality because I kind of remember that too.
Yeah.
I remember I was getting ready to see you guys when you showed me that earlier. I don't remember the apple being dipped into water. I remember her taking a syringe and dipping it into the water first and then injecting the apple.
Yeah, that was another one I think I had.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah. This guy, I don't know. It's kind
Yeah,
of
but
strange.
why? But see, here's the thing. Here's what's going through my mind. Would Disney really show a syringe?
Well, they show sex things of in their films too. Like they're Disney's perverted. I'm sorry, with some of their stuff. Like in their movies, they hide a lot of stuff, like a lot of
Yeah,
symbolism.
Yeah, but
yeah.
that
Symbolism is different than seeing a syringe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
the
but you
kids
know
are
what?
like, did they want it scary? Because kids are scared of needles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and I think what happens too is you got to remember the cartoons we grew up with. Some
right,
of them still
mhm.
smoke cigarettes, like in
right.
cigars. You know what I mean? We grew up in an era where, we got like science kits for our Christmas, and we blew up half the living room. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
we
No,
grew up. We grew up in a world where kids could actually be kids.
do,
In my reality, okay, in
do
my
you
reality,
remember?
we got to do stuff.
Do you remember like how dark and scary they made the scene where they shot Bambi's mother? Remember
Yeah,
how dark and scary that was? I mean,
yeah.
it's not too far fetched to believe that they would show a syringe. I mean, as dark and as scary as that. And then remember Pinocchio, where they were smoking cigars and drinking
Yeah,
beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I mean, I think of maybe now they take a lot of those cartoons and they re-edit them to not have that stuff in there. Maybe that's a possibility. Because I have there is actually they took it down from YouTube. I download a lot of YouTube videos, and I
Uh-huh.
have one that's 10 hours of cartoons. And it shows a lot of racist shit in there. I'm telling you right now. And they're smoking. They got black guys playing the drums, smoking marijuana, and eating watermelons. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the, the what happened back in like the 30s and 40s and in the 50s is a different time reality to us in the first place. And you gotta, I don't, I can I ask how old you are? I don't want to like grudge, but you're in your 30s, right?
No. I
No.
mean, I mean, you're younger than you.
Oh, are you? Okay. So you grew up
Uh-huh.
in the same. So you're
Yeah.
like 44. So you grew up like
Yeah.
with us, like you like there.
Yes.
You know, like we went to the park, and we went with like either we went by ourselves or we went there to meet friends.
Yes.
Today, no one does that. The parks are empty, or unless there's a parent
one
there.
rule.
Like there's always a parent watching their kid. We
Yes.
went,
Had one rule.
we'd go out on bicycle rides and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Kids had more freedom.
Right.
Now everything is like
Now,
chained up.
I will say, with
I
that
agree.
being said, I was only allowed to go as far as like around the block and around the neighborhood, but I was never watched. I was never
Yeah,
under lock and key, like you're saying. Then
no,
the other thing I do remember, the one rule was we had to come in like we had a street light.
Yep. The
And,
street lights. Yep.
yep, when that street light came on, that's when you knew you had to be home.
I had to be home. My mom had strict rules. At 8 o'clock, you have to be at home in the
Mhm.
summertime at 8 o'clock. I don't care how it is. You got to take a bath because I used to get really dirty.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You take your bath. You can stay up for another hour and a half, and then sometimes my mom would leave me at home by myself.
Yeah.
I'd be maybe like 9 or 10, or yeah, I'd be about 9, 8, 9, 10, 11 around there. She'd leave me at home. I'd have late night on Friday nights because my mom would go to the German club and go get drunk with her friends, right?
Mhm.
And I'd watch Johnny Carson. And I used to love watching Johnny Carson because my mom wouldn't get home till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be passed out in front of the TV. And TV used to have respect because TV used to shut itself off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
TV used to have respect, and
Mhm.
I like that because it said, "Listen, we got to take a break. We'll see you in the morning."
Right. And now it's like it never shuts off. It's like
No,
24/7.
no,
But
it's television
do you
programming and
remember?
programs your mind.
Do you remember? Like, okay, like you're from Canada, okay,
Yeah.
but Sandy probably remembers this one. You remember like when they would actually have a sign off and they would play
The
like
national anthem,
National, yeah,
yes.
we would have the same thing here,
And then the
but it'd
color
be the
bars.
Canadian anthem. Yeah,
yep,
yeah, we'd have that here. It'd go into color. Well, they would do the national anthem. Well, we'd watch because we get American TV here too, but
okay,
like once in a while, my sister upstairs who lived above us, she had cable TV, and I remember staying up there late one time, and the American national anthem came on after, and then that one beep, with
Yeah.
the time underneath, and then Canadian one would be the Canadian anthem. The only one that was really strange when I was living in Germany in 1987, I used to stay up late all the time and watch TV because
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom says, "You know what? Learn German, watch TV because you got to learn German as quick as possible." So I'd watch TV and I go, "Oh, it just goes, not even good night. It just went beep. They didn't play no anthem or nothing."
Oh man.
But here's the
best
strange.
is you can still see the original sign off on Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
before. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Do
can
you
see
guys
exact-
remember?
Mhm.
Do you guys remember the Indian, like the Indian guy?
I never watched that movie. I never.
No,
I don't.
I don't mean the movie Poltergeist. But
Oh, the Indian who.
the sign off. No, the sign off on the TV and go beep, and then
Oh, the Indian symbol.
yeah.
Okay. No. I don't. We didn't have that. I don't remember
Oh,
seeing
okay.
I don't remember
I-
that either.
I remember that one time, like it had to be early '80s, like '81 or '82 or something like that.
Wait a second. Are you in Indianapolis?
No,
What state are you in?
Illinois.
Maybe it's the part of the state you're in. So it could be that was the state symbol. Because there used to be, I remember on Saturday morning cartoons, they'd have those stupid commercials with the Native American who'd
Yeah.
be standing on the side of the road with trash thrown to him, and
Right.
there would be a tear running down his eye, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No,
I remember
actually, I just looked it up. I'm sorry, it's not the state. It says many U.S. television stations chose the image of the Indian head card to be their final image broadcast when their analog signal signed off. So before it was digital.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lothar. But
No,
yeah,
no,
it had
no.
nothing to do with the state.
Okay,
It was just
so
like the
I never
station
saw,
chose
I never saw it like that. Ours were color symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So like there were a color bar.
Oh yeah, we had that too, but
Yeah.
we also had that the Indian guy, and there'd be different symbols like in the corners and stuff. And
You know what we have and people freak out on? What people really freak out? Okay, I'm in the coldest place on the planet. We have a weather channel, okay? It's been like a text message channel. It's one of the first text channels in the whole world. We made it for a weather channel here, right? Here's the thing is people used to leave it on all the time on their TV and it would burn the TV set.
what?
Yeah.
It burned the image onto their TV set. So when you go to their house, you know who was watching the weather channel constantly because it would tell the temperature, the time, and they would play music.
Uh-huh.
So there'd be songs on there playing music constantly, right? Now they finally took this channel down. They want it back because it burns the new TVs too, and they say we can't keep it on the TV because it burns the screen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you another thing is the do you remember the what was it? You're talking about burning when my grandma, see, I was raised by my grandparents, so my grandma would run the vacuum, and every time
the TV real staticky.
yeah, the TV
Yeah.
would go like wah 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 wah, and then Another thing was that if you had a magnet and you'd run the magnet across your TV
lines.
screen, yeah, the
lines.
would move.
I tried to explain someone about the lines on the TV,
Mhm.
like the lines, the pattern of the lines, because it's interference from the bulbs, what does it or something like that with the antenna or something really complicated. And I was laughing because I was trying to explain this to somebody that TV used to have lines if the TV wasn't working properly, and
Yeah.
the picture would flip itself. And I go, what? What? I don't understand. I actually have to go find a YouTube video of an old TV to show them.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see those pictures she got from Leonardo da Vinci's Michael. And
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Let's see if she has them there for us.
Let me check and see here. Sandy.
Yes, you have to scroll up.
Oh, okay.
You're
My
going to
bad.
see a couple of weird paintings.
Oh, what the?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like demonic.
Yeah. You'll see you'll see an alien. You'll see a gray.
Okay, this doesn't have the arrows.
Guys, after we show the paintings, I'm going to have to go because I take Joey to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're about to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that one.
Yeah, so that one's the Dark Vader one. I call it the Dark Vader.
Yeah. I can really tell.
Actually, it looks more like what's the one in the woods? The Predator. That looks more like the Predator.
The Predator, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to show these one at a time because you didn't put it on a clip where I could. Okay, now who the heck is this guy? he looks bizarre.
Okay, that would be the Last Supper. So that one would
look at
be
his chest.
look at his chest. There's a bunny rabbit. The Alice in
Oh,
Wonderland.
see, I see the
kind of
devil.
thing. Yeah, above it with the horns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I say. And these are almost like demonic almost.
Yeah. And there should be another one. Is that one there? Yeah. That is between. That's the alien one. That's between John the Baptist. So he paints John the Baptist pointing up to the sky with a cross. And it's a mirror image of each other. So you see that alien, the gray, appearing. Which is really creepy. And they x-rayed it, and it comes up in x-ray. So it's really strange. Because you see the big eyes, the small little nose, and the small little
mouth.
Yeah.
And the small thin body underneath.
Yeah, the small thin body underneath. And it looks like it's holding John the Baptist with its fingers, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's creepy.
That is creepy, man. That's
Oddly enough, like I said, I don't know how all these things come up, but that's people find this stuff, right? So I find it kind of a little strange. Like I said, I would make more videos, but all my videos keep on getting taken down. I made 9 videos in the last 4 months, and they've all been shot with a shotgun.
That's horrible.
There you go.
That's just horrible.
Well, let's what do you say we wrap it up, guys?
Yep.
Sounds good.
I would like to start off by saying thank you, Sandy, for hopping in here and being with us tonight, and you too, Lothar.
Thank you
for hopping in. Saji's sick, and I just pray that he gets better, man.
He's got the corona.
Well, no,
he doesn't.
No,
I hope not.
No, it's just I'm sure he wouldn't want me mentioning this on the air, but it's just stomach issues.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
He pooped himself again. He did a Saji in his pants.
Well, no, but
He's probably listening. You know that, eh?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Which he knows that we give him crap, you know, from time to time, and you know.
Stop.
Okay, well, you know,
Okay, people, leave a thumbs up for him.
I have diarrhea of the mouth, you know.
Well, who left you a thumbs down?
Probably the person that didn't like Giant Taco Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it could have
Okay.
been. I'm not saying I know that for sure, but
You got haters.
hey, you know what they
No, a
say.
hate her. Just a hate her.
Oh, a her. It's a her.
No,
Okay.
just a hate her.
Oh, I hear you.
Singular.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
One hater.
Okay, guys, it was nice. Like I said, we can always do this again. If, like I said, you want to do it on Wednesday nights, I could do it on Wednesday nights too. So we can have
Well-
another show or whatever. Actually, we'll do it when Scarab's on. Let's see how much people come over to our site.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that, man. I wouldn't step on them like that.
No, okay, I would.
We were supposed to have my birthday show tonight, but Dan still has no internet. So
What
Well,
happened?
it a storm came through and destroyed the
Oh man.
something like the hardware that gives him internet. So
Oh,
still
okay,
without
that's why
internet
he
for
wasn't
days.
on.
yeah.
I thought he was trying to finish school or something like that, and I thought he wasn't going on till something he was doing his midterms or something terms, whatever. But okay,
Well,
I still don't know what he's been taking. I keep on each time I call in, I go, Dan, what are you taking?
Oh, it's not a class. It's not school like that. It was like a trade school.
Oh, okay, okay.
but
Lovely.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the final shout out, guys, and then we'll.
Okay, I'll pop off for that. I'll see you guys later. We'll talk
All
later.
right, guys.
Bye bye.
Thanks for being on here.
Hi, Lazar. He's already gone.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he doesn't mess around, does he? So let me go ahead and do that, Sandy, because I know you have to leave. So
Okay.
let's see here. We had Jason McFall, Sandy Diva, of course, Michael Fontaine, Al. Oh boy, you might have to help me out on this. Al
Alarani Noskintal.
Naskinatall. Yeah.
Naskinatall.
Yeah. See, I haven't seen them in a while. We had Jennifer Richardson, Jason McFall, Philip Fogarty, Teresa Lynch, of course. Good to see Teresa. The ever so lovely Catherine Snows. Oh, I mentioned Michael Fontaine, Eddie Von Keen, the real one, Paul Jones, Johnstone. I almost said Jawstone for some reason. I don't know. I always make that mistake. But anyway, let's see. Lothar 900, of course. And that's all I see right now. So, oh yeah, CJ Wood. CJ Wood was here. So, oh, and System Failure. He was here earlier. Disappeared.
Did
He
you get
walked up.
Jennifer Richardson?
Yes, I do believe I did get Jennifer Richardson. So,
Okay.
yeah, you know what? Thanks for coming on here, dude. I really appreciate it. You know, I thought I wasn't going to have much of a show, but look at this. We've gone on for almost 3 hours now.
Yeah. I didn't know I was going to be here this long either. It's okay. Thanks for having me, though. I had fun.
Yeah, well, as always, man. And, you know, you're more than welcome to come on any of the other shows. I'd like to get you on the Shifty Sunday someday, but I do know that sometimes Dan has the Mandela Monday on Sunday, or he just does it on the Tuesday. So I know you don't want to be on after you know, just before you're going to do Mandela Monday. I know that.
Yeah.
But anytime you know, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. We always have a good time on here.
Definitely. Definitely.
So with that being said, you have any final thoughts you want to add?
No, I honestly don't. I am so tired.
Okay.
I only got about 3 hours of sleep, believe it or not.
Oh man, yeah, I know how that is. Devastating. Well, with that being said, I think Giant Taco Man is here to sign us off. Since he was here at the beginning of the show, we'll listen to Giant Taco Man, and I'll see all you guys on Shifty Sunday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Can I interrupt there? Can I do the final shout out here? I'd like to do the final shout out. We got Lotar 900, we got Sandy Diva, we got Teresa Lynch.
I already did this.
System Failure.
Giant Taco
We
Man.
got a whole bunch of other people here in the chat that I can't see because I'm not looking at the chat right now. So, Hebrew, you do the final shout out.
I've already.
And I'm going to go to the bathroom, but I'd just like to say
Oh, thanks for announcing
thanks
that.
for having me on as your guest earlier on. I know Lotar 900 and Sandy Diva came on the show, and they were very amazing people.
Well, thank you.
Glad to work
I'm sure
with
that-
you, Sandy and Lotar.
Lotar's not here.
This is Taco Giant Man saying, so long, everybody, and we'll see all of you guys on Shifty Sunday. How was that shout out, Hebrew, Sandy, and Lothar 900? How did you guys like that? Did you love it or did you hate it? Oh, never mind. Don't answer that. So long, everybody.
Okay. Good night.
Y vámonos pa' Guadalajara, al tequila y a las tortas ahogadas, sí señor. Ay, 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 ay. Guadalajara, 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 Guadalajara. Tienes el alma de provinciana, hueles a limpia rosa temprana. A verde cara fresca del río, son mis palomas, tu caserío. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, hueles a pura tierra mojada.